How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times that made us laugh are waving by. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever is gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to power. That's it. Well, present power. Present power. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What is really good? It's your boy, Brandon Brave on Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. This is Sports Plus Life talking ish. Oh, the first thing I have to say is, damn it, man. Damn it, coach. You were right on the money again. Man, shout out to Coach Hampton. Shout out to Coach Hampton, who literally has predicted how this season would go, you know, particularly since we came off of the mid-season break. What up, Lomar? How you doing, bro? So, oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, the episode itself was strategic. That's the best way I can put it. Strategic. Yeah, bro, I gotta give you your props. I gotta give you your credit, man. You nailed it. You fucking nailed it. All the way down to I'll get into that in a second. Quick shout out to Tough Sports. I'm good, bro. Quick shout out to Two Tough Sports. Quick shout out to Heather's Craft Haven, my sis from Another Miss. Of course, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today was the season finale, the final episode of, it's hard to even say the final episode of Present Power because of they pulled a Marvel Comics, and it was like it left you hanging. It left you hanging, but you kind of figured who was on that phone when they called Tariq once the credits started going. But we're going to do our power recap, do a brief summary of Thursday Night Football. And, of course, it's conspiracy theories. If Robert Chandler show up, I don't know. If he show up, I don't know. I ain't heard from my boy today. But who-wee-wee. I hope everybody's had a wonderful and blessed week. It's Friday, October the 4th, 2000 of the I just got to text him my morning life on right now, baby. But I hope everybody's had a wonderful Friday, October the 4th, 2000 of the 2-4. As we are now, can you believe that? There's Mr. Standback. Can you believe that we are in October all freaking ready already? But let's go ahead and do our recap of Power. The name of the episode is Ghost. What is it? Good Lord. See, that's how blind my black ass is. Hold on. Ghost in the Machine. Yay. Yeah. Ghost in the Machine. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the Power recap. Thursday Night Football, conspiracy theories, and also I need to have a PSA. I'm gonna have a PSA about some real life shit. I have to. Matter of fact, I have to send somebody this link right quick. But I'm gonna have a PSA. It's very serious, and it's in regards to stuff to dirty stuff happening right underneath our nose. And what am I talking about? I am talking about police officers. I'm talking about dirty ass cops. I'm talking about dirty ass district attorneys. and I'm not going to go too deep into this information. I may show you guys a video. We'll just see how the night is going, but I may show you guys a video. But I'm not going to go too deep into this information. Dirty shit that's going on right here under our nose. I'm not talking about in America. I'm talking about right here in fucking Virginia. And this is information that I know is actual factual. You know, I'll elaborate on this one day. I will elaborate on this later when the time is right. What I'm going to show you guys, what I may show you guys, like I said, I'm going to see how the night goes. But if I show you this video, it will be public information. It's nothing that nobody else can't access, but it's something that is really serious from an event that happened last year. And you know, when everybody actually learns the truth of the situation, the truth of the facts, you're gonna realize it's some dirty shit going out here. And I'm not saying nothing that a lot of people don't know. It's some dirty people with badges. It's some dirty people with law degrees. It really is dirty, dirty, dirty. And the victims be the people who be trying to do the right thing. Like I said, there will be one show where everything will be discussed and disclosed. But now let's get to Ghost in the Machine, the season finale of Power. Oh my goodness, man, oh man. So where do we start off this episode at? The police, EMTs, are carrying Monet's body out the scene. Officer Nico is asking, you know, basically questioning Drew, Diana, and Kane, what happened? And kind of questioning them, saying, you don't know who shot your mama. You don't know who shot your mama. He was questioning them like some criminals. Kane, who was ready to snap, and was like, do your fucking job. Stop treating us like criminals. Do your fucking job. Even though we all know what time it is. We all know that. I mean, but, you know, be that as it may, they go home. And now they're basically, for a brief second, they play the blame game. Kane is saying, how could y'all try to kill Noma behind my back? Every time y'all have a plan and y'all don't include me, it gets messed up. And Drew is like, no, hold on. Wait a minute, nigga. And Diana is trying to be like, no, you guys stop arguing. And Drew's like, no, he need to hear this. Monet went in there. We all came in there to save you. Monet came in there and took bullets trying to save your ass. She told you from jump not to fuck with that bitch, but you continued to fuck with that bitch. And so Monet died because of you. And Kane was like, for the first time, Kane couldn't say nothing. Kane actually had to agree. He said, oh shit, you know what? What if you're right? And Diana's like, no. Noma pulled the trigger. So, meanwhile, you know, Detective Carter was in the car accident. Braden calls him to have the car accident. And he was knocked out. When he woke up, when he came to, he's in like a hangar. He's all tied up. You know, Tariq and Braden and Effie are trying to figure this shit out. And the whole time Carter's talking shit. He's like, man, my whole task force is going to fucking come after. They're going to come after you. And plus, I have it on video of you and Braden killing Zion. So guess what? Something happens to me, that video goes, your life is ruined. You sit here and kill me in here, the cops are going to come after you, your life was ruined. So how you going to get out of this one, brother? And they're trying to figure this shit out. And Tariq calls Davis McClain, who's a real one. And he was like, yo, we got Carter, but we're fucked. And McClain is like, Carter's got something on you. You got to get something on him. So Effie and Braden go pretty much to Carter's house. They go to Carter's house, where Braden finds he has a bunch of clothes from his former deceased wife, and Braden is kind of making jokes. He's like, this nigga probably think he wears his wife's clothes on some psycho shit. So they found some information about Kamal Tate, and they started putting two and two together. Effie, Braden, and Tariq pretty much figured out, they was like, wait a minute, hold on. This shit doesn't add up. You said the Russians did it. But at the same time, the investigation came through you. You was calling all the shots. The Russians and Effie was like, remember the raid that happened that Kamal Tate saw Nico taking some of the money, which was the whole reason why Kamal Tate went to Detective Carter in the first place to tell him that Nico is dirty. And that's when Carter's like, man, look, this is what we do. And Kamal Tate didn't get down, so he shot him. And it was like, this doesn't add up. So meanwhile, Carter's talking cash shit to Tariq. He's like, oh, that baby, that was your baby. My condolences. But on the bright side, I kept another degenerate from coming in the world. And Tariq started punching this man. I'm like, that's right. Fuck him up, Tariq. Fuck him up. Until Tariq got that phone call from Braden and was like, okay. That's when they started putting two and two together. He started calling Detective Carter's wife by her name. He started getting mad. And he was like, man, I ain't kill no Kamal Tate. And then Tariq, Tariq did the Jedi mind trick. Was like, bruh, please. Come on now. He was basically saying, did your wife know that she married a psychopath? How many innocent people actually got bodied because of you? And basically, Tariq figured out, like, he called him back and was like, oh yeah, he did that shit. He killed Kamal Tate. So we need to find out the definite evidence so we can get it to Councilman Rashad Tate. Blase. So meanwhile, Drew, Diana, and Kane are basically, they like, we want Noma dead. We want Noma dead. Where is she? And Noma has a conversation with Anya where she finally reveals who she really is and the fact that she killed Anya's dad. So Anya is like, yo, I don't ever want to see you again. Fuck away from me, because Noma is ready to leave. She's ready to go to Nigeria. And her brother's like, man, look, we got to get out of here. Look at the mess you done made. Look at the mess that you have made. And she's like, look, she's telling Anya, if you don't leave when I get back, you leaving. Otherwise, I'm going to drag you by your fucking ankles. So the Tejadas get a tip of where Noma's at. Noma's location. Even though Noma isn't there, they come in there and they kill everybody. Those three, plus they had a couple of their cousins with them. They kill everybody. They see Anya. Kane about to kill Anya, and they do a search of the house. They're like, no, Noma's not here. She ain't lying. Because Anya's like, Noma's not here. They take her. Of course, Noma finds out. She's like, fuck, I'm not leaving here without my daughter. Because her brother's like, man, fuck it. We got to go. Oh, well, you created this shit, and now you done lost your daughter. So the fuck what? We got to go. Bye. And she's like, we ain't going nowhere without Anya. So the Tejadas have Anya. Braden, Tariq, and Effie, they all meet up with the Tejadas. He said if no one would have been honest from the beginning, she wouldn't have got. I was waiting for. I just didn't like Noma. I thought she was ugly, for one. I ain't think niggas like she's a bad. I'm like, no, she's not. Out of all the bad chicks that have been on Power, she's the least. And why does she have to have all this power? Be that as it may. Anyway, they're trying to cook up a plan. They're like, okay. They tell the Tejadas, yo, they got us on. Carter has us on tape killing Zion. And Kane is like, man, I don't give a fuck about Carter. I want Noma dead. I want Noma the fuck dead. And Tariq is like, look, I got a plan that could kind of get us all straight. I need that video erased. So he asked Drew, you got access to this nigga. What can you do? Like, we need that video erased. The only way they can erase the video of them killing Zion is by erasing it in Carter's office. So Drew goes to the office, asks to see where Carter's at. But first, like I said, once Tariq and his crew found out that Carter did kill Tate, they try to cut a deal with Tate. They're like, listen, even though they playing chess, both of them thought they was playing chess. And Tariq was like, look, they showed him the evidence. Like, look, we got the evidence to prove that you killed Kamal Tate. We gonna send this to Rashad Tate. Your ass is going to jail for life. And by this time, Carter couldn't even deny it. He was like, what do you want? He's like, just for us to walk away. You guarantee us that. You never show the tape of Zion. We never show the evidence of you killing Tate. And everybody lives to die another day. So they let him go. Drew was at the police station. Drew's job was to erase the files So Drew was sent into Carter's office by Nico, where he's able to erase the file. Carter comes in there. He's like, yo, I heard what happened of you trying to set up Monet and Tariq to get killed. I tell you what, I just want Noma. I killed this bitch. We're straight. And Carter's like, you trying to prove yourself to me? He's like, yes. He said, I need Tariq dead. And he's like, okay. So Drew comes back and says, yo, he wants you dead. He wants to be the one to take the kill shot. So I have to set that up. And you're like, okay. Now Kane is like, what about Noma? Then Tariq realizes, yo, I got Anya. Tariq realized that they have Anya. He's like, yo, I can get Anya to talk because they was doing the do. I get Anya to talk. So Tariq makes it seem like he busted Anya out because Kane came out shooting a couple of bullets. That was all part of the plan. So Tariq and Anya talking, and Tariq is like, yo, okay, I used to work for your mother. I think the safest place for you to be is with your mother because the whole setup was to get Anya near her mother so they could kill Noma. So Noma, Anya's like, you know what, fuck this. Why? So you really are like your dad. I don't want to be like my mom. Because mind you, she's still in shock. She's found out that her mother is a queen pin, ruthless ass drug dealer who has bodied a lot of people and who bodied her father. So they drive up to the safe house where Anya says, okay, there's a safe place. If ever I can't be found, this is where I would be. And Tariq is like, yo, you don't have to be like your mother. Because I think Tariq was really kind of feeling her. So Anya's like, you know what? I don't ever want to be like my mother, but I don't want to be like you. So she starts walking away. Noma comes out, walks down the steps, and as Anya is walking up the steps, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, nigga, pow, 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 blank, 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 blank. Anya gets shot. Anya takes 3 slugs and is down. And Noma starts going hysterically crazy. And it was Diana off Noma, and Diana was like, now she knows how I feel. And I was like, Diana done turned into a fucking savage. And Tariq is like, what the fuck? Because apparently that wasn't part of the plan. Kane was like, that wasn't part of the plan. The plan was to shoot Noma. And Diana had her own plan. She said, fuck it, I want that bitch to know how I felt, how my brothers felt. Fuck that shit. Yeah, she dead. Now what? She gonna want revenge and we gonna kill the bitch then too. Rah, 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 rah. I was like, Diana done turned him to a fucking savage though. So Tariq is like, yo, what the fuck was you thinking, Diana? Why did you do that? And Tariq was like, you know what? That bitch dead and she ain't coming back. Noma gonna want revenge. We'll take her out then. And they're like, well, what's going on with our Carter problem? And yes, Diana wanted that smoke. So, meanwhile, Tariq makes Carter believe that he's coming to meet up so he can take the kill shot. Whatever. Well, Drew is supposed to set that up. So they go into it. They meet up at a spot. It's just Drew and Carter. So Carter's like, well, where's Tariq? He's like, I don't know. He was just right here. So he pulls a gun on Drew and is like, is this your fucking little setup? He's like, nah, man. And then Braden comes up behind Carter's like, aha, gotcha. And then here comes Tariq with some guns. Drew gets Carter's gun. They all got it pulled. And they like, okay, check this out. Motherfucker, listen up. You was trying to kill me again. So this is what you gonna do. We know you killed Kamal Tate. We got concrete evidence you killed Kamal Tate. And Carter was like, the only evidence you got is a bullet. And I took care of that shit. And Braden pulled out the bullet in a plastic bag. Said, oh, you mean this bullet, my nigga? This bullet right here. Go, Braden didn't say my nigga, because then all the black people in the room would have probably shot his ass. I'm just saying. So Carter just has a look on his face like, and because Tariq again was like, yo, if you fall the fucking line, we will pretend this shit didn't happen. We will pretend that this shit didn't happen. Yeah, Carter shouldn't have said nothing. He said, but you got to fall in line. And Carter was like, fall in line. The fuck out of here. You know who the fuck I am? Do you know who the fuck I am? He's like, okay, then we just going to arrest the dirty cop. No, what they told Carter to do was pin the murder on Nico. They said, if you pin the murder of Tate on Nico, we'll pretend this shit didn't ever happen. You look like a hero. Nico goes down for the dirty task force. And Carter was like, okay, give me the bullet and I will cuff him myself. And then Nico comes out with a gun. It's like, oh no. So I was like, oh, checkmate, nigga. Checkmate, bitch. Checkmate. And he was like, yo. He was like, yo. He was like, what are you doing? He said, I'm arresting a dirty cop. He said, I'm arresting a cop killer. Now, Nico a dirty cop too. God damn it. Make no mistake about it. Nico is a dirty cop too. But he ain't, and Nico kind of, you could tell through the last 4 episodes that he kind of figured that whole Russians did the shit it never sat right with him. And so Nico's like, yo, we had a code. You betrayed the code. You betrayed me. You betrayed Felicia. And then Michael Ealy has his little Denzel moment. Denzel from Training Day moment. You know who the fuck I am? I will have you motherfuckers in the fucking jail cell and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know who the fuck I am? And everybody looking at him like, nigga, shut up. And Nico says, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. And he gets taken to jail. So Drew goes back to meet up with Kane. And Kane just wanted everybody dead. Kane's like, wait a minute, that nigga still breathing too? And Drew is like, listen. A jail is worse than death for a cop because it makes everything. He said the fact, I know, right? The fact that while Detective Carter was having this Denzel moment, everybody was in there. They had him surrounded in a circle. Everybody was looking at his ass smiling, except for Nico. Nico looked like he was genuinely hurt. But everybody was fucking smiling. Everybody was like, nigga, please shut the fuck up. Because if you make one wrong move, we gonna cap your ass. It's that serious. It's that simple. But Drew was explaining to Kane, now that he's in jail, all of his cases and convictions are no longer legit. Any evidence he had on us goes out the fucking window. So they went back to do the plan against Noma. They fill out. They put information that basically looked like they were trying to catch a plane to escape. Noma's telling her brothers, yo, I know where they're gonna be at. Noma's brother's like, fuck you. No, we out of here. No. We've already lost enough of our own behind you and your bullshit. And Noma's like, well, fuck you too, blah, blah, blah. So instead, Noma pulls up in a truck while Kane, Diana, and Drew are waiting at the hangar. But then a whole shitload of cops pull up behind Noma, and they're like, oh shit. And Kane is like, Kane was having this Monet moment. Look, I'm proud to be your brother. I got to do this. I got to do this shit for mom. He's like, I don't want y'all getting shot up. Drop your weapons and just surrender. So Kane kind of dips off. Diana and Drew come out. They like, don't shoot. We're not armed. And so Noma is looking, and Kane comes up behind her and said, didn't think you'd see my face alive again. And this is what I like about Kane. Kane didn't waste time doing all that fucking talking. She said, you could have had everything with me. She said, I had everything. Monet was everything, but you ain't shit. Bow! I was like, yeah, now that's how you finish a motherfucker. Sorry if I'm getting a little hype. But like all this talking, all this, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. What was your plan? Tell me. While I take the gun off of you. No, Kane was like, motherfucker, you won't shit. Kablooey! And then he gets into a shootout with the police. Kane caught a couple slugs. I thought he was about to be up out of there. He did say his one-liner, but look, it wasn't a whole conversation where it could lead your ass to getting the tables turned on you. So Kane got shot a couple of times. I thought he was about to be out of there. So when the police went to look for Kane, he was gone. I was like, how the fuck this nigga disappear? I'm like, was there like a trap door on the floor of the fucking airport that he got through? Like, is he Houdini? So we're like, okay, where do we go from here? Carter's in jail. Noma's dead. So we saw a couple of faces that we hadn't seen in a while. Jenny Sullivan and Blanca Rodriguez. I mean, these are OG cops from back in the days when Ghost was still alive. So McClain, Davis McClain, who's a real one, and his assistant, who was acting as the lead attorney while McClain was suspended, was basically telling them, yo, Noma was the one you were really looking for. Noma was the queen pin. The Tejadas ain't have shit to do with it. Tariq ain't have shit to do with it because they like, where was Tariq St. Patrick? He wasn't there. They was like Drew and Diana. They were on the run from Noma. They were in fear from Noma. She just killed her mother. She had all of this. She had all of these drugs. Her top assistant, Obi, all of the paper trail leads back to her. She's the one you want. She's the queen pin. You can get redemption from all the times that you fucked up your cases, pretty much with Tariq and Ghost. You can get redemption from that. And the Tejadas walk. They're like, well, what about Kane Tejada? He was like, we don't represent him, so we don't know. But also, for this to happen, you have to recant your statement as far as me not being eligible to practice law. He said, I want my fucking license back. And I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, Davis. Hell yeah. So Kane ends up at Effie's. Effie gives Effie gives Kane the money that she was going to use to go to Cali, so Kane can split. I thought that they were going to end up kind of running away together, but what ends up happening is, just like Coach Hampton said, Tariq ends up on top. Tariq has a meeting with Noma's brother. Tariq meets up with Noma's brother after he comes. Sorry, went too far ahead. After he met with his mother, told his mother, pack up your shit. We out of here. You know, got another spot where y'all can have a good life. Y'all ain't got to be living, you know, like normal people. Because he made it seem like they was living in the slums. They was living in a normal, you know, kind of nice ass apartment. But Tasha thought that they were going back to New York, that they was all going to be together. And Tariq was like, nope, long as I'm in the game. Yes, you did call it, bro. He said, as long as you in the game, he said, as long as I'm in the game, I can't be around y'all. I'm not going to have nobody else I love suffering because of the game that I'm choosing to do. And Tasha was like, nope. He's like, just listen to me. You can have a great life. Yaz can have a great life. I'm going to be in the game. I'm going to be in the game. So last scene goes to Tariq, Effie, and Braden back at Stansfield, with Tariq saying, yo, this is the game plan. This is how we're going to move this shit. We're going to start them parties again after you be in charge of the technical shit. He's like, Braden, if you don't stop with your bullshit, then we can't be. He's like, we can't be partners. Everything got to run through me because you fuck up too much. And Braden was he wasn't feeling it, but he said, you know what, I'm in, whatever. So then Tariq meets up with a new connect, which is Noma's brother. And he says, yo, I can move 10 times, twice the product that Noma was moving for you. He said, look, I got everything in line. He said, I got the police in line because now, as Coach Hampton called it, Nico has taken Carter's spot. He's now the top dog. He gets a big bag of money. He's sitting with his feet up because I told you, Nico a dirty motherfucking cop too. He a dirty cop too. He said, we got a lawyer on the inside that makes the money clean. Davis got his license back. He said, so we got it all. We got the machine moving. We got everything moving. We just need your product. And of course, Noma's brother said yes. He said, matter of fact, it can be so. He said, nobody will know where it's coming from. They won't even know we know each other. He said, matter of fact, once you give the okay, you ain't never got to see me again. He said, you never got to see me again. He said, basically, it's like, and he said, you're a ghost. He said, like a ghost. And that's when the credits came up. And then as the credits came up, Tariq was walking on campus, got a phone call. They're like, oh, yeah, they want that smoke. He said, well, we family for life. I can only assume that was Tommy calling. So, Hampton, I think you called this one right, too. I think Tariq probably will make a cameo in Force. And then they said, hashtag power never ends. Did it end the way I thought it would end? Not even close. Coach Hampton is a prophet when it comes to how he called even how many motherfuckers was going to die and who was going to die and who was going to kill him. We was talking about this shit today. He's like, Kane going to kill Noma. I said, bro, that's too obvious. He said, I know. He said, but Kane going to kill Noma. He said, and Anya going to get killed too. He said, Diana going to kill Anya. I was like, what? Diana killed Anya. Kiss my ass, Hampton, for being right. God damn it. Kiss my ass. Stop being right. Watch something else, nigga. Watch Boondocks or something. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. So that is Power Recap. Once Raising Canaan starts, Raising Canaan starts, we'll be back on that tip too. So, now I will go to briefly Thursday night football. Don't you guys who don't give a fuck about sports leave me yet. I'm gonna be brief with this. Okay. Last night, the Atlanta Falcons defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a game which determined first place in the NFC South, which was a very, very fun game to watch. I actually watched a couple of very, very fun games. Last night was the first time I watched a baseball game from start to finish. I do that in the playoffs. There was the Mets versus the Brewers, game 3 wild card elimination game. Great game. The Mets won, and they scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning when they were down 2-0. Very good. And then the football game, because it was a shootout. The Bucs were up 24-17 at halftime, but then didn't score another touchdown. They scored 2 more field goals. Kirk Cousins threw for over 500 yards, 509 yards, if I'm not mistaken, a 42-yard touchdown pass in overtime, and the Atlanta Falcons came from behind to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 36-30. They're 3-2. The Bucs are 3-2. Atlanta holds the tiebreaker. They're currently in first place. And what Tampa Bay needs to do is learn how to close games. Robert Chandler, bring your ass backstage, boy. Bring your ass backstage. And this nigga exits. Like, the fuck? Like, niggas. And in basketball, the Karl Anthony Towns trade yesterday was finally finalized. He is a New York Knick. Julius Randle is a Minnesota Timberwolf. But yeah, if Tampa Bay, because I think Tampa Bay is the better team, but Tampa Bay needs to learn how to finish games. Baker Mayfield, who was awesome in the first half, was pedestrian in the second half, and Kirk Cousins was flat out awesome. You know, I gotta call a spade a spade. This game belonged to Kirk Cousins. Over 500 yards of offense. I was right. You know what I'm saying? I called Atlanta to win the game. Rob Chandler called Tampa Bay. You're wrong, motherfucker.
That was some bullshit.
That wasn't no bullshit. That was the Tampa Bay's defense was some bullshit. What up, Brody?
What's going on? I'm tight behind that shit.
Yeah, whatever. You ain't tight behind that shit. Hey, bruh. I could. Let me ask you something, bro. No, I'm not even asking. I'm telling you, freestyling tonight, bro. Oh yeah.
Freestyling. We doing these conspiracies, and these ain't conspiracies.
But you freestyling tonight, bro. We ready, bro. Boy, we ready. I'm ready, bro. Yeah.
I'm not ready. We ain't talk about that.
We ain't gotta talk about it, bro. Let's out of the dizome, okay? Okay.
No, we're not doing that. We talk about some real shit. We not making no shorts, getting me to freestyle and making shorts off of me freestyling.
I got people in the chat with their snacks and they popcorn ready because they ready to hear you spit them bars, homie. They ready to see you spit them bars. But before I do that, there is definitely something that I want and I need to pull up. This is serious. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show, my guy, but I was talking about something that I wanted to address in regards to dirty police action that is happening in our own fair city.
Right.
Nothing about dirty cops surprises me. It don't. But this situation just hits me a little different. That's all I'm gonna say for now. That's all I can say for now. One day I will definitely we'll have a show where all of this stuff will be clear, where all of this information will be brought to the light. You know, all I can say is that it's amazing when things are seen from the other side. I'm trying to pull this video up now. And I don't know if you guys remember the death of, I can't even pronounce the dude's name, but you remember when the 7 deputies were arrested? The 7 Henrico deputies were arrested.
Yeah.
This has to do with that, okay? the case for Wavy Jones, which is public record, the case for Wavy Jones was this week. I don't know if you kept up with that. The mother who received over $8 million for her son's death was in attendance. So, like I said, it's not but so much I'm going to say because I can't explain it as good as others. Are you serious? That page not found. What? Hold up. If the page not found, well, that would be convenient. If the page not found. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
They might have scrubbed it.
It might have. They might have, but let me try again. Yeah, because I pulled up the link. I pulled up the link from my phone, but it's not. It didn't let me pull up the link when I typed it. But that's okay. That's okay.
Lord forbid. And I had one of their officers come into court and say I fit the description of being 6 foot and 210 pounds.
Your little ass ain't no 6 foot 210 pounds.
Don't you know that motherfucker got in the court and told the judge that I fit the description of being 6 foot and 200 pounds?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. I'm gonna try this one more time. Homie. You know who you are. I know you watching. I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna try to type this in it one more time. But Rob, how you doing today, bro?
I'm blessed.
You blessed?
Yup.
Same here, bro. See when the shit go like that. All right, let's see. You blessed? Oh, maybe I'll find it through here. Holland Springs. Oh, I see Holland Springs in the news. I'm sorry, forgive me. Okay, so matter of fact, I'm just gonna bring this on. I'm gonna bring this on here. So I haven't found it, but I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what the hell I'm looking for and what the hell I'm looking at. Okay. Not what the hell I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So basically the case has to do with this right here. This is what it has to do with.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. This is what it has to do with. Okay. Maybe this is, wait a minute, hold on. I think this may be the video. I think this may be it. Come on now. Play for your boy. Channel 12 news. All right, let me see. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. This that BS right here. It's that BS. I may be running too much right now. Yeah, it says the page isn't responding. Clearly the page isn't responding.
Yeah, you're doing too much.
This is what it has to do with. It has to do with this. Yeah, I probably got too much going on. All right, hold on. Let me close one. There we go. Let me close one window. There we go. Okay, Dinwiddie County Courthouse. I need to go look on channel 12. I mean, I can try. I definitely will do my best because this right now is not responding. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. See, this is the shit that could be getting me flagged.
Friday, October 18th at the Serve Pro.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute that shit.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
But if this happened in Henrico County, what they doing out in Dinwiddie?
Oh, it happened in Dinwiddie.
But this case has taken an interesting path. It started out with the original prosecutor charging 10 people with the very serious offense of second-degree murder. That eventually dwindled down to just 3 people facing reduced charges. And now, for the remaining 2 defendants, what comes next is unclear.
The narrative that's been put out in the public about this is completely wrong.
That statement from defense attorney Doug Ramsor after his client, Wavy Jones, was acquitted Thursday of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Ivo Otieno. It comes 18 months after former Dinwiddie Commonwealth's attorney Ann Baskerville made a highly unusual decision to charge 10 deputies and hospital workers with second-degree murder without an indictment from the grand jury.
Miss Baskerville, frankly, made the wrong decision. We knew it at the time. The people involved knew at the time. There's a rush to judgment that was made based on a lack of information.
Baskerville said at the time, surveillance video showed Otieno being smothered to death by Central State Hospital employees and Henrico deputies while being restrained. But at trial, the jury did not buy that argument. Multiple eyewitnesses testified that Jones and others were actually trying to help a resistant Otieno and keep him on his side so that he could breathe. Baskerville ultimately resigned just 3 months after bringing the charges, leaving the cases in the hands of a different prosecutor.
This was a systematic dismantling of the story that had been created before.
Otieno's mother, Caroline Oku, believes the verdict was a miscarriage of justice.
The verdict here today shows us very clearly that those persons that find themselves in a crisis like my son did have no protection under the law.
Family and friends say the defense criminalized Otieno's mental illness and used the symptoms of his crisis against him.
Brother Ivo was questioned and prosecuted more heavily than the defendant was.
2 other defendants still face charges in Otieno's death, including Henrico deputies Kyle Sanders and Brandon Rogers. Sanders' attorney, Ed Riley, tells me that his client is innocent and believes the jury in the Jones trial made the right call, adding that it speaks volumes that it only took them 20 minutes to reach a verdict. As of right now, a trial for Sanders is set for December, but Riley says all the evidence we saw in the Jones trial will likely be repeated. I reached out to the Dinwiddie Commonwealth's attorney to ask if she still plans to move forward with those remaining trials, and I have not yet heard back. Ramsor says that the Jones verdict should set the tone for what's to come. I'm Tyler Lane for CBS 6 News.
That's all you need to see from that. That's all you need to see. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about it, because again, we are going to one day, I'm going to have a show where that is the only topic of the show, and you guys will get a detailed explanation 100 times more than what you guys got on the news. Okay, so the only thing I will say is that I would encourage everybody to pray for the mother and the family of Mr. Otieno. But the cause of death, and you guys know me. You guys know me and my stance when it comes to police. This one hit different. This one hit different. It's like I got family involved. And if I thought for a second my family or anybody else had anything to do with this young man dying, then I wouldn't even ride. There are cameras that were shown on the news a couple days ago that was never shown when this first happened. This case really had almost been forgotten about. And the reason why it was is because there was never no evidence. There was never any proper evidence to rightfully convict these officers or workers. So, and that just goes to show how our media system works. And that is simple. If it's chaotic, it's front page news. If it's truthful, it fades to black. Anyway, so let me shut the fuck up, because at the end of the day, somebody still lost their life, and that's the most tragic and unfortunate thing about it. But this subject is to be continued, and when it is time for it to be continued, I'll see it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You got anything to say? I mean, I know you really don't know. You don't know anything outside of what you're seeing on the news, but that's all I got to say about that.
It's nasty work.
Yes, it's definitely nasty work. It's nasty work because there's some people in high positions that shouldn't be there. Let me just put it there, and that's me gracefully putting it that way.
No, but again, because we going into conspiracy theories, right?
No, you freestyling first, but you go ahead, say what you got to say.
So, what's going on with that story and how the media is framing that? That's what's going on in our political system. So,
well, no, go ahead.
Telling the story and telling the story is two different things.
I follow you 100% on that.
You got the truth. Wait a minute, hold on. You got the truth. What really happened, and then what everybody says happened,
or what everybody thinks that they saw.
Right, like
yeah. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. I can't, I can't wait to be able to be a part of bringing the truth of this matter. Now this won't know George Floyd. It won't know Tyree Nichols. No, nothing like that. I can't wait to help to be a part of bringing the truth to that matter, because it's gonna blow y'all fucking mind. It's going to blow y'all mind. It really is. It's really gonna blow y'all mind.
It ain't gonna be no conspiracy theory neither.
No, not this one. Oh shit, hold up. Where's my snare? Boy, you damn near went viral from freestyling last week, boy. Boy, come on now, boy. Yeah. People waiting for Robert the Ripper. Come on, let me I put this beat on YouTube just for you. Yeah.
Brandon.
Let it play. Now. Come on now, you getting your mind right already, boy. Bring it back with another one. When I'm on my game, niggas know I'm troublesome. Different ways to stickier than bubble gum. Rhyme so sick, got it fucking up the tummy time. Got my eyes on the prime bitch. If you think I'm slipping, that's the motherfucking time glitch. I ain't got time for the haters about to dry snitch. Get your mind right, boy. You know my shit is timeless. Come on, Rob. Come see me, bruh. Now, see, that won't be freestyling because I wrote that shit. That's part of the actual song. So don't sit here and say, go ahead, but no. Come on, Rob.
Brandon.
No, yes, sir.
My mind is not on that shit right now.
It don't have to go. Get on it. That be tough, though, ain't it?
It is a tough beat.
Hampton, come on now. I know you got your popcorn ready. I know you got the snacks ready. Come on now. Come on, get what
I
I want.
cannot
Take what I
go
want.
off the top of the dome because the
Yeah, you
shit that
can.
I have
I have
on
you
my
sitting.
mind right now, people don't want to hear.
Hey, I have you sitting in your feces and your intestines. That's what you be saying, nigga. Let's go. Come on. Ah, 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 ah. All right, I tell you what, I got another one for you. Maybe this one
Ready.
might be. See, if I got people in the chat now saying they want to hear it. Don't disappoint your
Nobody
bucket,
said
bro.
nothing about wanting to hear nobody freestyle.
Look at the YouTube comment, not Facebook.
Oh my God. We got so much other shit we could be talking
We
about.
gonna talk about it, bro. We ain't got no time limit, bro.
So your warning light start coming on.
Hey, turn that down, bro. Yeah.
Hampton Bennett.
Yeah.
No. No. My mind is not on no freestyle.
Get your mind right, nigga. Yeah! Yeah! Got a lot of eyes watching us, bro. They waiting for you.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing? What am I doing?
No, Brandon.
This a freestyle Friday. We can do freestyle and conspiracy theory. What you sipping on? What you drinking on?
I'm sipping on the Heineken.
Okay. Now rhyme off of that.
I'm not rhyming. What are you talking about?
I'm just grinding. These niggas straight sliming, sipping on the Heineken. I got my mind right again, smoking on the L. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. All right. Freestyle later?
No.
Why not?
You see how all these rappers coming up being faggots?
What the hell does that have to do with a freestyle?
I got no they done fucked up my mojo. I got no motivation. I got no motivation for music. I can't even listen to one of your favorite songs and don't listen to some that Diddy on or that Diddy sang, dance, or produce.
Well, all music ain't just Diddy, bruh.
The point I'm trying to make is he's put out a lot of music. Play something that he hasn't been on.
Okay, I got you covered. I'm gonna play
And he didn't produce either.
I got you covered. I'm gonna play something he didn't produce.
Not your music.
I ain't playing my music.
The windows and doors locked and your pistols to stay cocked. Keep your windows and doors locked and your pistols to stay cocked. I know you're fearing for your safety, so do it and stay smart. I'll use the tool to gain your influence, so if you're not part of the plan, you'll get used to it. I'll leave you swimming in blood, drowning drowning when in your own intestines. Mess around with me, and you won't even be found missing. Drag you behind 1,000 horses. Light you up in a pile of feces. I'm on some shit that you don't even want to see. You like that feces shit? You like that
for
feces shit?
female, and you rapped about intestines and putting people in feces. What are you signing with Diddy, bro?
I'm not signing with no damn Diddy.
Okay, see, you let it be known you not signing with no damn Diddy. Jump on the mic, bro. Where's my snare? What up? Later, man. Don't let
No.
No, listen. I'm being so serious, and this to anybody who's listening, who music has always been a passion for them. That's fine, bro. Look, you don't. And the only thing I can say is, it sucks to meet your heroes. It sucks. If Diddy was a hero, and Diddy was never Diddy was never a hero of mine. But all I can say is it sucks to meet your heroes. But music, if you are musically talented, that is a gift from the Heavenly Father. Don't let one person or even multiple individuals ruin that for you. If it's a gift that you can share it. Just share it the right way. If somebody tell you to bend over, tell them you got to go. If somebody tell you to get on your knees, tell them you got to go. I mean, if you have a gift, you do the best way you can to put some swag on it there and serve the purpose and be thankful that the Heavenly Father gave you that gift. Okay? I'm not trying to preach to nobody, but I'm just saying. So, Rob, don't let Diddy kill your freestyling vibe, bro.
All them niggas then did it.
Okay, but you not them. Understand this, bro. Hip hop is an art form. It's not a person. It's not a group. It's not a gang.
I know that.
Hip hop is an art form, brother. Okay, it's an art form. You know, and okay, does it?
I know that.
All of you, you're right. Most of these niggas out here who's mainstream, who you hear all the time, most of them are corrupt. Guess what? You not. I don't think. You know, you talking about feces and intestines and shit. That just sound nasty. But
they don't. No, listen to me. They done corrupted. They've corrupted hip hop. You can't talk about some constructive shit in hip hop, in rap, hip hop. Motherfuckers do not want to hear no positive shit to get your mind and your frequency right.
Well, guess what?
Motherfuckers want to hear that bang bang, shoot them up, I'ma kill you, all that type shit. Now, all that shit, all that bang bang, kill them up shit, that shit is fine. But it takes energy and frequency to stay and operate that low. When you're trying to ascend, you can't operate and think in a low register. So the freestyle and shit that I probably can do, I can't access it because I'm trying to vibrate higher. So I'm not like, it's easy to reach down. Like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. It's easy to reach down low. It's easy. Listen. It's easy to pick low-lying fruit. It's easy to go low and drop your register. Raise your register. Raise your frequency. Raise your vibration. So if our mouths and our words, and we have the ability to speak into existence the light that we want, I don't want to be polluting the ether with violence and bullshit.
Okay. Now allow me to respond off of that. Okay, that's very good. So then rap about something positive. Then I'm not telling you to freestyle. So you can satisfy nobody else. If you want to put out a positive message in I'll let you talk. If you want to put out a positive message in a freestyle, then do it. Who's stopping you? When
That's
I
the
asked
hard
you, when
part. That's the hard
I
part.
let you talk.
Do you understand what I just told you?
Okay.
That's the hard part.
Okay, so what? So what? Are you afraid of a challenge? I could freestyle about something positive right now, nigga. Right now. Yeah. Okay, just when you're doing a freestyle, that is a choice. Does that mean that everything? So basically, what you're saying is freestyling is going off the top of your head, off the top of the dome. So are you saying that what comes off the top of your mind when it comes to you in rapping is nothing but violence? That's on you, sir. That's on you. That's a you's choice. You can freestyle right now. You can freestyle right now and talk about giving back to your community. You could talk about the love for your kids. You could talk about the love for a woman. You could talk
Brandon,
about
I'm
all
not
that
doing
shit.
it. Okay, I'm not. My mind is not there. All right.
But you can freestyle about your conspiracies. You drape the blood laying in your own feces, around your titties, and all of that shit. So give the positive then. I agree. Touche. I agree. But anyway, all right, sir. We are at Conspiracy Theories with Robert Chandler. What do you tell us something, sir, that we don't know? And freestyle about it when you tell them.
I'm not doing that.
Can't blame you for trying.
I just heard some wild shit. JD Vance is being exposed. That's why Trump got him as a running mate. And then somebody just the shit wild, but I heard that JD Vance is being played by Paul Walker. Wow.
Man, Paul Walker died 10 years ago. Shut up.
Hold on. First off, see, you keep laughing, Brandon. Do you know how he died?
A car crash.
Okay, but do you know the details behind the car crash?
Nigga, I'm not an investigative reporter.
Exactly. So now I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, help me out, bro.
Him and another guy were racing cars, and they both parked their cars and got in his car. They get in the car about 15-20 minutes down the road. They see something flying like a bird or something that like flew up under the car.
Like what?
Like a bird or something. In other words, a drone hit it. They flew a drone into the main car.
Got you.
And Paul Walker's not dead. Paul Walker was friends with what's that boy from Lincoln Park? Chester Bennington.
Okay.
Him and Chester Bennington were doing a film about child trafficking. And he's not dead. And Chester Bennington is also John Podesta's son.
Is who?
John Podesta, the guy that worked in the White House, that worked in the federal government.
Okay.
Chester Bennington is his son, the singer for Lincoln Park.
All right.
That's his son.
You know I'm gonna ask you this question. Where did you get that from?
Doing research.
Who's your source?
You don't believe in my sources, so
I can still ask you the question. And it's not for me. It's not for me because we have a lot of eyes watching us tonight.
Q alerts.
Oh, okay. All right.
QAlerts.net.
QAlerts.net. So.
Yep.
Okay. So JD Vance is really being played by Paul Walker. And Paul Walker, who's been believed to have been dead for about the last 11 years, is not dead?
Not dead.
Okay. All right. That's why this is Conspiracy Theories with Blunted Chandler. Y'all heard that right, people. Paul Walker is alive. Okay. Brian O'Connor lives.
Just like if you watch Entertainment Tonight,
Mm-hmm.
what's that girl on Entertainment Tonight?
I don't watch Entertainment Tonight, but what's her name? I don't know.
Megan Kelly
Okay.
is really Jessica. What's her? Not Jessica. What's her name? The chick that what you call it supposed to kill? OJ killed.
Nicole Brown Simpson?
Yep.
First of all, OJ ain't killed no motherfucking Nicole Brown Simpson.
That's why I said that he's accused of killing, but she ain't dead. And you look at her every day on TV. If you watch Entertainment
Oh,
Tonight,
wait a minute. So Nicole Brown Simpson, believed to have been dead for the last 30 years, is alive and well and on Entertainment Tonight. Is that a Q alert too?
yeah, shit's crazy.
That's a little out there for me.
Oh, here go another one, and this one gonna really burn some people. So the hurricane that hit North Carolina served multiple purposes. Unfortunately, one that area is key to. It's the only place in the world where you can mine this certain mineral that they need for making silicone wafers. For
Wait,
certain,
what?
yeah, that Asheville, North, it's a certain material that's there. So it was partially a land grab. The other part were the satanic deep underground military bases or DUMBs. So those needed to get flushed out. It's a shame they had to go like that, but they had to flood that area out. A lot of the areas, a lot of things we see as natural disasters, they are natural disasters, but they are manipulated and is being done for different reasons. But it is to keep us safe, and it's fucked up that I had to say that. I know people lost their lives, people lost their homes. We got FEMA down there. It's really coming out what FEMA's really doing, what FEMA is about. They can't hide that anymore.
What is
FEMA's
FEMA about?
FEMA is down there terrorizing people. FEMA's not doing their job. They down there looting and shit. But everybody didn't know that, and it wasn't mainstream news. But now it's known and it's mainstream news.
That's mainstream news, huh?
Yeah, well, in a natural disaster, you're expecting FEMA to come help you, and FEMA's jacking you and running through your house to see them if they can get your shotguns and your wives' rings and necklaces and shit.
Wives rings. Why the hell would they want why would they want wives rings?
Cause they gonna sell them. What you think they want it for? They want your shotguns, your gold, your silver, your coins, all that. What you got that they can take some ATVs? Nasty work. Oh, something else you ain't know. So in 1582,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't know that. Anything in 1582.
at 1582, in the Council of Nicaea, they removed 10 days from the um, Aquarian calendar and gave us the Gregorian calendar. Those 10 days are going to be added back.
Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, I actually have heard about the Gregorian calendar.
No, not, I call it Aquarian. It's not Aquarian, it's Julian. excuse me, it's Julian calendar. So we went from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar when it added 10 days. Who got jokes?
That's so good. Oh. Okay.
Oh, yes, Bridget. I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Oh shit. I heard about the Gregorian calendar, but you know where I think I heard it from? The movie End of Days.
Yeah.
She said, Rob, you okay?
I'm fine.
What up, Auntie? How you doing? Oh boy. He all right. You know, you see the way things have unraveled in 2024? I refuse to call him the C word because there's a lot of stuff that's come out. And speaking of which, have you seen this, sir?
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Hold on. Pause it.
Because that's what he...
Yes.
Because that bastard is just as dirty, too. He a pedo. Go ahead. I had to say that. My bad.
Okay.
does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what.
Boy, when you go on Piers Morgan ain't no slouch. He big time.
Hey, it's a lot of big time pedophiles running around.
I wasn't talking about him being a pedophile. I was talking about her interviewing her talking about that on that type of platform.
Yeah, but I'm adding that to that. You think I just said that about that? I know who Piers Morgan is. He carry a whole lot of weight. He's also a pedophile. I wouldn't say go what?
No, you know what my question is, and I ain't even trying to be funny. Where the fuck is this Me Too movement at?
Oh,
ain't that some shit?
You paying attention?
Where the fuck is this? Because the Me Too movement was all out, balls to the wall, for R. Kelly and for Russell Simmons.
The Me Too movement.
But it seems that, you know, for Mr. Diddy and others, that they have looked the other way. Where the fuck is the Me Too movement? Honestly, with all of this stuff that's come out about Diddy, maybe men should form their own Me Too movement.
The Me Too movement was the beginning of the disclosure. So when they started with Harvey Weinstein, that was disclosure. He was well protected. Everybody knew him. And just like Cat Williams said, he was the one that sucked the penis on whatchamacallit for that movie Baby Boy. So whoever penis he sucked got that part. And who got that part? What's that boy name? That black boy with the bald head and the daughter?
Who, Tyrese?
Yeah. I did that on purpose. Yeah, Tyrese was the one that got his penis sucked by Harvey Weinstein. They get that part in that movie.
Well, again, I don't know about that, but what I will say is Where is this Me Too movement at? This Me Too movement, it looks
I
really,
just told you.
I mean, that was a rhetorical question, sir. Good night, good night, good night. Especially if it's too heavy. But yeah, that's looking a little sus right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn, what's sus? Where the hell is Pearls and Chucks? Where the hell is that same fucking fever and reverence for Kamala is gone now. She was the border czar. All this with the border, anything involving the border and migrants, illegals, that's on her. Ain't nobody supporting her now, huh?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I
Glad
do.
you ain't been paying attention.
I pay attention to all of this. Well, I pay attention to, you know, some stuff just comes across my brain from basic common sense. But to be honest with you, all my brain. No.
Listen, there is nothing wrong with being a pro-black person and being strong and black.
Yeah.
But there's everything wrong with being strong and pro-black to where you're blind.
I don't disagree with that.
That's where I push back with other black people. That a lot of us are we're so traumatized that we can't engage the other side. It's like to engage the opposite side is like pulling teeth. But a lot of it has to do with the other side. Well, not even the other side. It's our own camp pulling the race card. We help them create the world that they want to see to keep us entrapped in. I was watching YouTube earlier today, and it was Cat Williams. Cat Williams said, as long as you can control black people in this country, you can have, take, and do whatever you want.
That's like when Malcolm saying who he controls the media. He who controls the media controls the narrative.
So when you put that into context, there is a group of people, and they're shaping up to be Democrats and some Republicans. They thrive off of the black community, black, Hispanic, the minority community always being financially disadvantaged, because if they especially and expressly disempower you financially, everything else will just fall in line. If I can disempower you financially, I'm better able to line you up to fill up the jails, because you ain't got no job, so you're going to be more. You can't get a job, or you can't get a job that's going to fulfill your needs, or for some reason now because of the criminal element, you don't qualify for some employment, or you don't qualify to go get some free education to get the employment. So now I'm stymieing you that way. You feel me?
If I can't get you one way, I'll get you another way.
I'm gonna get you another way.
Yeah, that's that street shit. I mean, really. Let's finish this up.
Has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job.
So
You want to know why there's no vintage?
Yo, that's crazy. I'm gonna find that whole fucking interview, bro.
Trail shit. Hey, Garth Brooks. I think I said that Garth Brooks, charges on Garth Brooks about to come out.
Yeah, what's that about?
Same, bruh, same shit. Same shit. Same shit. These are the gatekeepers. And of course, we know how that goes. So if you're operating in this manner, then that means somebody did this shit to your ass for you to get on. And for you to sit here and be able to call the shots and do this. Somebody bent you over for a couple of years and screwed you. Now you got all this power. You can call all these shots.
Said somebody done bent you over. That's crazy. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. But that's nuts.
That's crazy. And all of us thought Garth Brooks was a pretty straightforward, clean-cut white guy.
That's how they like you to believe it.
Goddamn Garth Brooks. Shit crazy.
You heard about how what basically what they're saying, how Diddy living in jail? They saying this man's the way he living in prison is like crazy. They saying, he's in a 10 by 10 cell, sleeping on the floor, rats and shit running up in the cell. And they said that the inmates are like taunting him, basically like teasing him. I can imagine what they're saying. They probably like, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You just got stopped now because you in here for life. You ain't. I can only imagine. He probably said, like,
no, fuck that nigga. Niggas is in that bitch banging all the whole goddamn Rikers in that bitch singing that shit. You ain't going nowhere. Nigga, I would be fucked up.
You know it.
No, nigga, you can't even put that nigga in population. Fuck around, commissary come. Take that.
You know it.
Who gonna get him this week?
Oh my goodness. They probably got. I bet you probably the officers probably come up in that joint with a big ass Bluetooth or old school CD player. Probably play all eyes on me in that bitch.
That nigga was involved with Tupac and Biggie being not being, man. And Tupac ain't dead. So, but even still, he was involved with that shit. That nigga would never get, he couldn't even eat a tray. Cause nigga gonna be trying to get him. He can only eat commissary.
Yeah, he's saying that they're saying that he's refusing to eat the food because he think it's probably tampered with.
Yeah, somebody gonna tamper with his shit.
Somebody done probably pissed in that shit and some more shit.
Yeah.
Put baby oil in the bitch. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You just got stopped now because you in here for life. That's crazy. I can only imagine that nigga probably want to bang it.
Niggas walking past this cell, bad boy for life.
Take that. Can't stop. Won't stop.
And then it's niggas in there that can sing, niggas like you that can rap and sing big as hell and can fight. And singing and got all kinds of songs and shit. Every single day.
Well, I mean, what can I say? Hey, let's check this one out, Woody. Let's check this one out. Let's see what we got here.
Sean Combs have one person in common.
Yeah, well, all right. No, conspiracy theorists.
I would never take the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil.
Everyone wanted to build cities like parties when they were happening. I got
You know who that is right there?
Snitch ass V-Lad.
You hardly ever see this dude.
Dude, because he too busy snitching. Getting niggas to dry snitch on themselves.
Oh, but there's a party.
Jay-Z, Beyonce not here. Please.
Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And a lot of things that are very liable.
Did he cooperate to give us the big names of actual crime? I think they did. That'd be a way of actually lessening my time because possibly walk away.
I absolutely do not see him being victorious in a criminal trial. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punched for decades. It must stop.
Look at example, shockwaves to the industry and beyond. The vast radius from the uncovering was a late enterprise. She engaged in sex trafficking, racketeering, kidnapping, bribery, and forced labor. His lawyers say he'll fight the charges. But after the testimony you're about to hear, will be staggered he avoided the attention of law enforcement for so long. I'll speak to a lawyer, a whistleblower, and an insider for an uncensored insight into the showbiz scandal of a generation. And Jaguar, I'm going to start with you. You can call a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines on comments where you called him a sex trafficker. In response, you were called crazy and jealous. Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was
That's
it?
what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, you think? What was going on?
Right? As has been in the industry. I was 13. I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted. To live through these things. And here, your elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just avoid him, honey. It's not good enough. Not when you live through these things. You're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this. And you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing happened to you. So you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence.
Now, we did just see that part. We did just see that part. Damn, Patti LaBelle. Well, again, I shouldn't even say damn because none of it surprises me. There's no name that they could name that I would be like, no. It wouldn't surprise me.
It all started to unravel in 2017. Some black Godfather music executive that looked after them all died.
Clarence Avant, the guy who just died last year, he was 92 years old.
Yeah.
He died last year, and I played that video. I played that video last week.
Yeah.
He died, and then all of a sudden, like a couple months after he died, is when Cassie dropped the lawsuit. So, yeah, that's Clarence Avant. Yeah, this man was 92 years old. And yeah, that's crazy.
Since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he created.
Oh, I was watching.
No, what were you saying?
The victim that's 20 years younger than you. And
I was watching a video earlier about Diddy's house. So there are tunnels linking his house to Hugh Hefner's house and another house. So now you know. So now you know, if you buy that house, you're in their club. You're in their circle.
What up, Leash? I tried to get Rob to freestyle to you again, but you know, it's like he's scared. But no, I knew there were tunnels, but yeah, why ain't nobody ever came after Hugh Hefner?
Because Hugh Hefner kept his mouth shut. He worked for the CIA, and he did what he was supposed to do as far as using those girls to do the same thing that Diddy was doing. Blackmail is a currency in the United States government.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I can get you with pictures with young girls or pictures with in compromising positions with young girls or women that are of age, but it's not your wife. If your wife's seen some of this debauchery you were doing, if this government job with this top secret clearance know that you just did a cocaine key dump.
What? What the fuck did you just say?
Cocaine key dump.
Why did you say it like that?
Because one of these senators had I can't get his name right. I want to say Josh Hawley.
You made that shit sound like you was just at a frat party.
Yeah, because when he was telling the story that about some of the stuff that he had been witness to, that he said it like that. They actually watched somebody do a cocaine key dump. There's a lot of coke. So, like, if you ever had the maybe privileges or learning experience to just watch somebody snort a massive dumbass amount of cocaine is just, it's unreal. I wouldn't try it.
No,
but
I have not.
Just watch.
No, I'd rather not.
Shit's unreal.
I'd rather not, sir.
Shit's crazy. But for the people who have, I had to say it like that so you have some context.
Okay. Say it again.
Cocaine key dump.
No, say it with say it with your chest, nigga.
I did know that one's gonna be. See, you doing that to make sure you got plenty of room to get a clip.
I already got enough room for one, bro. Too late. I got it from the first time you said it. Whatever, man. All right. This nigga said cocaine. Well,
cocaine key dog.
Right now, that me, as the woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years.
Hey, you a funny ass dude.
I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton.
He's funny as fuck.
I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was by a woman who he assaulted. To live for these things, and here, your elders in the business, people like Patty LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just avoid him. Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
Free artistry.
there's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music, and that clearly seems to be borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think? How dangerous do you think he is? The person.
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy.
Oh, he got a choice.
Who? No, see, somebody tried to correct me a few weeks ago when I said that Diddy was involved with the adrenochrome.
Uh-oh. Okay.
He didn't have no choice. He didn't have no choice. That's why I'm glad that you give me excuse me, you share this forum, give me this opportunity to tell y'all what's really going on.
All right. Yeah, no problemo, homie.
When you get to the point where you're running international conspiracies with international international syndicates where you're moving hundreds and thousands of kids and drugs and guns, and you're harvesting blood from the kids and using it as a drug, and you're selling that too,
allegedly,
and they're cutting it with fentanyl, allegedly. Yeah, you don't get to go to civilian courts. You go to the military. So while it's palatable for the public to see that justice is being carried out, justice been carried out for all these people because they're all guilty, all of them.
So okay, so let me ask you a question. So you've said this quite frequently. You've said this person is dead and get Mo, that person is dead and get Mo. Okay, if they're all dead and get Mo, what is the purpose of still keeping them
alive?
Yeah,
that's a good question, and thank you for asking. The purpose is one, it's the bad people or the black hats. They're doing it because they definitely need to maintain some control and over a certain populace of the public. So they need to see Hillary, right? They need to see Obama. They need to see Chuck Schumer. They need to see all of these people.
Okay, I mean, I get. See, my question, my response to that would be: are we not giving enough credit, to people's resiliency?
No, being
able to. Okay.
No, because what these people have done, they they took care of most of these people during COVID. That's what the lockdown was about. So while we thought we were locked down because of the COVID, they actually used that to lock a lot of these people up and adjudicate the justice. And there have been clips coming out where we seen they had scaffolds at the White House and at Congress, but we don't know exactly what happened, but we seen people. Yeah, they were trying them right there. They were doing all that right there. They had fences up and everything. They took the fences and stuff down. They got fences up again right now. Why? Because the Supreme Court is about to overturn about to announce the results from the Brunson case, where they adjudicate that the Biden administration is illegitimate.
Illegitimate. What do you mean by that?
Like they stole an election, illegitimate. They're gonna get tossed out. They stole an election, but they're just waiting to serve this to the public, because it's got to play out so that you see all of the guilty people, and it's not a old Trump in the military came and took over and nobody knows what happened. So no, they had to take us through this first so the whole world can see it, and you can see everybody and all of their dirt. And then after they've exposed everybody, and then after that, will go into the EBS and all of that. But all of this is gonna be exposed. It's some more still to come. I didn't want to think that LeBron James was participating in none of this, but now once I found out, it starts with the kids and your proclivities to being able to do these activities with these elite people. But then it really started hitting me, and it made sense. If I sign one of these, what's a max contract in the NBA?
Right now, yeah, I think the new Supermax contract is over $300 million.
If I sign a nigga to a $300 million, 320.
I don't know what Tatum just got, but it's around that number. Yeah.
If I sign a nigga to a $300 million contract, I want every bit of that money. So if he get hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
He get hurt, ACL, MCL.
That's not a common injury like in football, but I get what you're saying.
But them football too. But see, in football, it's cheaper just to get. I wouldn't say they're necessarily cloning, but I could see where they cloning in football would really work. But it's easier for them to just get more running backs, or just change up their format. But in basketball, you sign the guy to a $300 million contract. Like that injury that Kevin Durant got when he bent his shit back, that should have been career ending.
No, you mean the Achilles?
Yeah. Like when that's
30 years ago, that would have been seen as career ending.
Who was it this shit went through the bone?
We talked about this before. Paul George.
That's it. It's Paul George. That shit that Paul George, that shit should have been like
that career. Was a college player, I want to say in 2013. It was during the Elite Eight game. It was between Louisville and Duke, where a player went to block a shot and his shit just came completely through his leg.
Yeah.
Game. His career was over. He came back and played briefly for another school, but his career was done.
But see, Paul George then came back and he didn't got stronger.
His wasn't as serious. Paul George's wasn't as serious. That dude's shit was so bad where the bone was coming through the leg and his foot was just dangling.
Right. But even still, the point I'm making is, as an NBA as an owner of a professional sports team, it's gonna benefit me to get these guys' hands dirty and get them using adrenochrome. I get them using adrenochrome.
I said allegedly.
Allegedly. it would benefit me to get these guys. I'm gonna sign them to a max contract. I'm gonna show them the life, right? Introduce them to what's going on, and I'm gonna make sure that they can finish up that $300 million contract. Then I'll pass them on off to somebody else, and we'll keep this going. And they can have some kids, and we'll draft their kids too. Allegedly. Oh, I had to say something. Pedos, adrenochrome users. If I find you, if you have used that shit, ask mine. And you better goddamn take a whole liter. You need a whole liter of that shit. Your ass is mine. Your ass is mine. Your ass is mine. You use adrenochrome.
Allegedly.
No, I'm speaking to somebody. They know who it is. They know who they are. If you use adrenochrome, and you know me, and I know you,
you don't know me. You don't know me, and motherfucker, I don't know you, and we're gonna keep it that way. Keep going.
This person know who I'm talking about.
I don't know you, person who he's talking about, and you don't know me.
But don't worry, the military gonna come. You ain't gonna have to worry about me. You gonna deal with the military because you use adrenochrome.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Ran over.
All right.
I just had to put that out there.
Okay.
Simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. So nice.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand.
Damn.
Stick your fingers in ass.
Price is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases.
What?
Dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows.
Motherfucker, I ain't know.
And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of
whoa. I guess she must be talking about people that are in the industry because I don't know. I mean, you talking about putting women in suitcases? What the fuck?
People in the industry know.
Okay.
Rappers, actors, athletes, all of them that entertain us know. So you know what that means, right? That means that watching TV and sports and shit is all an illusion to keep you asleep to the fact that the same people that are out here doing all this just debauchery bullshit are the same people that you pay taxes to and you work for at these Fortune 500 companies, at these sports teams that you hold allegiance to. where you go buy your groceries from, where you go get your gas. The same doctors who give the shots from the same system.
Well, motherfucker, this is the best time of the year for me when it comes to October. We already got football and baseball and basketball about to join in 2 seconds. So in 2 weeks, I don't think I'm asleep, but motherfucker, I'm entertained.
That's the idea.
But that's why I got you, bro. That's why I got you.
No, see, because you take the shit half-ass. You take the shit.
I don't
You
take
take the shit.
half-ass.
Yes, you do.
Bro,
Brandon,
you
have
you
you
bro,
ever
you
have
can't.
you ever seen? Have you remember in history, in Roman history, they called it bread and circus,
No, I
right?
don't. I never took Roman history.
Oh, you okay? Never mind. I'm gonna break it down to you and everybody else real
I'm
quick.
Roman,
So
my son, he's upstairs.
basically, Rome was going broke, right? So they started clipping the silver off the coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they got to a point they was giving out free bread, right? Then they got to a point where they started doing circuses. That's where the Roman, the chariots and shit, and the gladiators and all that shit come to the
Coliseum and
fight,
shit.
get some bread, get some wine.
The Coliseum and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically the original club. Got the original. Yeah, I got you. Original
So
Coliseum. Yeah, got you.
then the politicians realized, you know what? As long as we keep these people fed and entertained, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. They're never gonna be the wiser, and they're not gonna care.
But
As long as
that's why I got you,
yeah,
bruh.
but see the thing is with me, now I'm telling you, but now the choice is on you and others that are listening. So I learned a lot of this through trial and error and in some network marketing classes. So what keeps it's really 4 hours, right? 4 hours keeps most people tied to their job that they don't like. But if you had something that you could work on or that you could do for at least 4 hours to work on replacing your full-time job, you wouldn't still be at that job. But these jobs work you 8, 10, 12, 16 hours. So you're too damn tired to even pay attention to your family. And then guess what? They had a new one. When they raised interest rates, then they made it so both the mama and so now you need two incomes to do what one income used to be able to do. So now women, I ain't gonna go into that tangent, but
Yeah,
basically you got more people competing to be in the workforce to make top dollar. Feel me?
Yeah, man.
Just crazy.
It is crazy. And again, to my viewers, Rob for whatever reason doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that I deal with what he's saying in my own way. It's not that I don't believe him. Now, some things is a little too much for me. But let's say the specific conversation that we literally just had. It's not, it's not that I don't believe him. It's just that me being the person that I am, and Rob has known me most of my life. He knows the type of person that I am, that I make light of every situation because I'm not Mr. Walking. I'm not going to be Mr. Crab Ass. And that's not what I'm calling you. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be Mr. If you think about all of this stuff all the time, if you let everything that we're talking about consume your mind, you'd be a paranoid, kind of surly type of person. And I'm Rob, that's not what I'm calling you, but I have designated time periods in my week to talk about these type of things. And it's now. Now I will always look, I'm a sports head. And don't let Rob fool you because he's in my fucking prediction league. He sends me his predictions weekly. He's in it. He comments on the chat about the games. Don't let him fool you. Okay. But just because you woke doesn't mean that you still can't have room to just kick back and escape reality, even if it's just for a couple hours. Okay. So, and you know, and whenever I make a joke, Rob says, "This is Brandon. Brandon, this is not a laughing matter." Everything to me is a fucking laughing matter. Everything. You know why? Because if you just can't smile and laugh about some things, you may turn into a dangerous person. And I'm not saying that's me because that's not me, but I handle the people on the chat. I guess some of the people on the chat, there's some people on the chat who really know me, who have seen me at the most serious times in my life, have seen me broken down to fucking tears. And in the midst of me being broken down to tears, I will say something stupid, do something stupid that will just make me and everybody else laugh because that's my way of coping with things. Now, let me get back to Jaguar Wright.
Of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clive Davis is not here to respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry, have been notable, like I say, by their silence so far. It's also been notable that since the Me Too campaign began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Since Me Too began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same kind of scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail.
Damn.
Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now?
Hold up. I got to run that back because that's heavy.
Which fueled the Me Too.
Other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
Do
If
you
the Me
think
Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar?
Guess
If
they
this,
on vacation.
if this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think?
Jaguar. That's funny. But and it brings up that question that I asked maybe about 30 minutes ago. Where the fuck is the Me Too movement? So let me come out here and say this. The Me Too movement, kinda sus. The Me Too movement, I mean, you just heard Jaguar Wright say it was a scam. It's a sham.
Really? Was it? Or did it do what it was designed to do?
Oh,
'Cause
well,
a
I
whole
mean,
lot of shit done came to light.
well, they set themselves up to be kicked in the ass. Because honestly, I don't want to hear a fucking thing about some Me Too. Kiss my ass, because y'all have been silent when it comes to this. And this whole shit with Diddy and all that shit makes R. Kelly look like a fucking after school special. Now, I'm not sitting here saying free R. Kelly. If R. Kelly did even half of that shit, he belong in jail. But the Me Too movement was all over that shit, and you don't say nothing about Diddy? Nigga, please. Nigga, please.
The world is going to be shocked by what comes out.
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well.
Oh!
They're a
I
nasty
told
little
you.
couple.
Ooh.
They do nasty things.
Now, let
What do you think happened with Kim Porter?
Let me make this clear.
Why you go muting my mic?
I didn't mute your mic, bro. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh.
Anyway, dumbass. Anyway, I haven't seen this. Like what I've been watching, what the videos that I've shown tonight, this is the first time that I've seen this. I've heard about them, but I haven't watched them. So so she putting Miss Sasha Fierce, throwing Sasha Fierce under the bus too, huh? Sir, that was a question. No response.
She said Beyonce got charges where she done killed somebody's cats and admitted to being a witch and some satanic practices shit.
Be careful. Be careful.
No, that ain't alleged. That's court.
Allegedly.
That's not that's court papers.
I said
Watch
allegedly. Beehive
okay,
tribe, Beehive. Even though I don't give a fuck about you.
Watch her touch on it. Watch her touch on it. And neither one of us seen it. Watch her touch on it. Go ahead.
Touch on what?
Go ahead.
Touch on what?
Watch her say something about the court case with the with what she did with somebody's cats.
You know I love cats, nigga. She better not have did nothing to no damn cat.
Okay, go ahead.
Watch her. You know I love cats. I'm not being funny. You know I love cats. Watch
her tell it.
All right. If she fucking up cats, then she need to be next to the diddler.
I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim Porter?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know.
Um,
I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
Yes.
a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy. And everyone knows it.
That's
The
crazy.
wiretapping of the phones, putting air tag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for caring.
I do care. Thank you very much.
Motherfucker don't give a fuck.
Well, I'm joined now by the host of Vlad TV, DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad, I mean, it's pretty horrifying listening to these testimonies. What did you make of what you just heard?
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She's got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar.
Industry plant.
Everybody he interviewed is a snitch. They wind up getting locked up or getting somebody locked up.
Damn, I fuck with Boosie, bro, and Boosie be on his show all the time.
That nigga snitched on his brother.
Damn.
Well, right to say, if that's your question.
Well, I mean, obviously, since we last spoke, there have now been these charges against Diddy, which are incredibly serious. You didn't think at the time we last spoke that he was likely to face these charges. Are you surprised it's come to this?
I'm not surprised because I feel that law enforcement in general is reactionary. I think that when you look at high-profile individuals, their arrests, indictments usually come after a documentary, a big TV show, or in Diddy's case, it was this huge lawsuit that Cassie filed that everyone got to see all the details and all the attention that came to it. So yeah, it wasn't a surprise that it actually happened because you've seen this happen over and over again.
I pray that he doesn't just continue on that path and just flat out ignore that fucking videotape of him beating the shit out of her.
He's seen it.
I know. No, of course, everybody's seen it. But I mean, he's already trying to discredit Jag, and then he fucked himself up. But anyway,
I don't even pay attention to. Everybody everybody get on there to run their mouth to him. So he's like the Dr. Phil of hip hop. And everybody that talk
goddamn shame too, bro.
Everybody that I'm not. I just go by pure observation. But anybody that gets on this TV show, on his little cast or whatever it is, they either get locked up or get somebody locked up.
Or killed.
Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, all the attention that they got, and then now Diddy. So yeah, I mean, this is ultimately the world that we live in. But he'll have his day in court. And, his lawyer said that he's not going to take a plea deal because I think a plea deal at this point is probably going to be very heavy-handed, probably 20 years plus. So it makes sense for him to go to court. But we'll ultimately see what happens, because we haven't really seen, apart from some of the funny stuff of, there's 1 million bottles of lube that they found there. I'm sorry, 1,000 bottles of lube and so forth. We have yet to really see what the evidence is. And I think once we see the actual evidence, then people will actually formulate an opinion on what's happening right now.
Do you think there's a lot of people in the rap world in particular who are pretty fearful right now of where this may all lead? Is it a bit like the Epstein scandal, do you think?
I don't really think so because, ultimately, everyone wanted to go to Diddy's white parties when they were happening. If I got an invite, I would go. But there's a party within a party. There's the actual party where the big celebrities go to, the Howard Sterns and the Leonardo DiCaprios and so forth. You never hear of any of them really being involved in this stuff. They go home, at 2, 3 o'clock a.m. And then there's the private parties that seem to involve the sex workers and probably certain types of people that are kind of in an inner circle. No. And we'll see if those names ultimately come out or not. You know, I think that when it comes to a situation like the feds, cooperating is a very big thing. And I think if Diddy cooperates and gives up some big names of actual crimes that they committed, that'd be a way of actually, you know, lessening the amount of time that he does, or possibly even walking away.
I mean, what had you heard about Diddy over the years? Obviously, people knew he had parties. They knew he was a big rap star and so on. But the nature of this kind of thing. I mean, I'm asking because when I watched, for example, I met Diddy a couple of times. He was always perfectly charming to me. But you know, I've met a lot of people who are charming and turned out to be monsters. The video that came out of showing him beating up his then girlfriend in a hotel corridor was so shocking that when I watched it, I remember thinking, well, this guy is capable of anything. I mean, a man that would do that, who's that famous, who would do that to a woman in a hotel corridor, public hotel corridor, if he's prepared to be that violent in public, knowing there might be cameras around, he's prepared to do pretty much anything, was my conclusion. I mean, what did you hear about him over the years?
Yeah, I mean, that tape was horrific. And after our interview that we did with Roger Bonds, who I helped to bring onto the show, I did my own interview with Roger Bonds. It was a very in-depth, I think, two-hour interview where he goes into actually witnessing a lot of women that were physically abused by Diddy. I mean, not only Cassie, of course, which you saw multiple times, but Kim Porter. He was on a trip where Kim Porter got her nose broken allegedly by Diddy and flew in a plastic surgeon to fix it. There was a personal chef that Diddy beat up. I actually heard voicemails of her describing it. This wasn't even something that she wanted to come publicly with. There was other women as well that I got details on. So I think that Diddy has a long history of violence towards women, but also of men, because there's also the Steve Stout incident. If you remember that whole situation, he was in a music video with Nas, Hate Me Now, and there's a scene where Diddy was on the cross like Jesus, and I guess he went to Steve Stout afterwards and said that he wants to take that part out. That part wasn't taken out, so Diddy and his entourage show up at Steve Stout's office and they beat him with a champagne bottle, which they ultimately settled out of court for. So I think there's a lot of violence that has happened around him, and
that shit speaks for itself. Like I'm losing more and more respect for Vlad by the word.
You said it. Industry plant.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of his videos, of his interviews. A lot. And I'm losing more respect for him by the fucking word.
It just depends on who I see that he's interviewing and what they're saying and how long it is. I might watch it. But again, everybody that talks to him either gets locked up, gets somebody locked up, or they get killed.
The only person that I can say that his interviews really don't have much to do with nothing but nothing, strictly talking about fighting. He does a lot of interviews with Michael Jai White. And that strictly be on the like MMA boxing tip. You know, nothing criminalistic about his career. Talks about Michael Jai White's career, you know, as a black belt. You know, they talked about the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. But, you know, the interviews with the rappers, like he tried so hard. I watched the interview he did about 3 years ago with Project Pat. He tried so hard to get Project Pat to say some shit. And Project Pat just kept it just as PC. I was like, bruh. And if you just look at all the comments, because I was watching that bitch, and then once I watched it, I rewound it back because I just wanted to look at the comments. Like, is people seeing this the way I'm seeing this? And it was like, proud of you, Pat, because Vlad was trying to get you on some fuck shit, or you're like trying to get you to say some shit. Pat kept it so buttoned up. You would have thought that Pat was like, you would have thought Pat was a born again Christian.
Fishing.
Yeah. And you know who DJ Vlad has asked multiple times to come on an interview and they never have? Kwame Brown.
I don't blame, cuz you go to him when you want to be a crybaby or you want to snitch on something or somebody.
Yeah.
Or dry snitch on yourself.
That's why Kwame Brown had a big beef with Gilbert Arenas. Because Gilbert Arenas went on Vlad and Vlad asked him questions. Now, to Gilbert Arenas' truth, he didn't start the conversation about Kwame Brown. Vlad asked him questions about Kwame Brown. And that's what pissed Kwame Brown off at Gilbert Arenas. But yeah.
I think at this point, it's just catching up to him.
There's lots of rumor mills about him being secretly gay or bisexual or whatever. I mean, I don't care, but do you think there's much credence to those?
I mean, It's hard to say. I have heard, because remember, for example, the Wendy Williams situation. She was on the radio in New York, and she said she had photos of Diddy in a gay type environment of some sort. And I had someone actually explain to me what that photo was after the fact. And Diddy came in and threatened to sue the radio station unless she was fired. And she was fired, and she had to go to Philly for, I think, 5 years or something like that. So there was that. I'm not sure how true it is, because it was just a photo, and a photo, could mean a lot of different things. The fact that he's a cuckold, that he likes to masturbate while watching women that he's with have sex with other men. I don't know. Is that gay? Is that bisexual? Is that just being a cuckold? It's hard to say. It's not something that I'm actually into. But I'm sure it blurs the lines between homosexuality and bisexuality somewhat. But I don't think he's exclusively gay, because he has a lot of children. It's hard to really say, and it ultimately doesn't really matter. And, I've talked about this in my interviews. I think if he came forward and said, hey, I'm a bisexual man, I think a lot of the jokes, like the no Diddy jokes and so forth, will kind of ease down, and people might actually be a little understanding of his situation a little bit more, as opposed to him denying it. But ultimately, who knows? I have no idea.
We've talked,
bro. At this point, I don't know. At this point,
transsexual.
At this point, nobody really look. It's not illegal for you to have sex with men and women. The issue is whether if you're drugging people, holding people against their will and doing all of the illegal shit. I don't think nobody get me, because
trafficking motherfuckers across state lines and shit.
Exactly. It's no secret that this nigga likes boy pussy. It's no secret.
It was a secret to me.
It's out.
It ain't a secret now.
Because we done watched videos of Diddy's for years. The way he approaches some dudes, and people will give like a side eye, like, the fuck? 50 Cent been saying it for years, and everybody thought it was a joke, even though they probably thought he was telling the truth. But now it's no secret. But the thing is, like we just said, the illegal shit. Everybody know that, niggas called Orlando Brown crazy for saying that he gave him that woogash, and that he liked boy pussy. Everybody called him crazy. It's funny. Nobody's saying nothing about him now.
People have talked a lot in the last few years that it's unusual that so few people in the music business have been held to account under the Me Too campaign umbrella in the way that other industries were held to account. Could this be, following R. Kelly and others, could this be a tipping point where there might be a lot of other rap stars in particular, perhaps with very checkered backgrounds, lots of rumors about them, could all start falling like dominoes?
It's hard to say. Like I said in the beginning, it's very reactionary. I think if there is a lot of media attention over somebody, there's a documentary about them, there's movies about them and so forth, I think that ends up getting on law enforcement's radar, and then you will see things kind of escalate very quickly. It's hard to say. R. Kelly was extremely high profile, and there will be others, but I don't think that the music industry is really having less situations than other industries. Every industry has certain situations and they're high profile, and there's a bunch of other stuff that kind of falls below the radar.
Finally, DJ, what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Diddy will ever come out of
prison? The only
prison?
thing that he said that I respect.
That's a tough one, because I was really shocked that he didn't get a bond. I thought for sure that he'd be sitting in his mansion right now awaiting trial, but he's sitting in a jail cell right now, and it could be years before this actually makes it to trial. So it proves that things are very, very serious on his end. And if you look at the R. Kelly situation, he got, I believe, 30 years. This may fall along the same lines. So the only difference is when I looked into the R. Kelly case, a lot of the convictions were based on underage girls. You've heard a few spatterings of underage accusations, but in general, it seemed like most of the women were of legal age in the Diddy case. So I'm thinking it won't be as severe as it is with Diddy. As it is with R. Kelly. But for someone like Diddy, who's in his mid-50s, he doesn't want to spend 5, 10, 20 years in prison. No. He wants to get out. He wants to keep it moving. So I think he will get out of prison at one point. It's just hard to say, right now what it's going to be.
Yeah, it is. It's a fascinating story. DJ Vat, thank you very much indeed for joining me. I appreciate it.
That ain't getting out.
I'm joined now by Ariel Mitchell-Kidd, who is a lawyer for one of Diddy's alleged victims. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. There are so many people coming forward now with allegations about Diddy. What do you think about the scale of this case?
Well, before I get into that, I kind of want to address the prior two panelists. First, with Mrs. Jaguar Wright, she said a lot of things that were very jarring in her explanation of what she saw and had firsthand accounts on. My concern for her, she's saying a lot of things that could be considered libelous. Right. And I would suggest that she contacts an attorney, if only to vet the information she has or purports to have from other victims. At least they can protect her, and then they can also do their due diligence, the attorneys, to make sure that the information she's receiving is accurate outside of the things that she knows and may have proof of. I was very concerned about some of the things that she had said in her prior segment. I also want to address Mr. Vlad, who I know to be a culture vulture, who takes from the Black community and doesn't give back and puts artists in situations where then they are indicted by the police. And he's very much so what we call police type investigation in the Black community. And for him to repudiate what Mrs. Wright has said, I thought was completely out of line. He can say he doesn't agree, which is fine. But for him to be someone who constantly uses the Black community and uses them as a means for his platform, I thought that was very inconsiderate and unprofessional. Now, to get to your question that you asked of me regarding the victims, there are victims coming out every day, even someone who contacted me last night. So, and it's only standing to be more individuals coming out. I do talk to some of the other attorneys who represent victims that we already have known because they filed cases, who have additional victims who plan to come forward, and they plan to file cases against very soon. So it's only a matter of how many more are going to come out. And it seems to be, it'll be very many more.
You've said that you've been contacted regarding the sale of one of the Diddy Freak-Off tapes and that it features a very high-profile celebrity. What can you tell us about that?
So actually, I recently was contacted by one of my business partners who's also...
Before we get there, I just had a crazy ignorant ass thought in my ignorant ass brain. Yo, what if you sitting in the barber shop? What if you sitting in the barber shop about to get your hair cut and a nigga come up and then tell us, yo, I got them new DVDs before they hit the streaming waves. I got one of them Freak-Off tapes. You think it's somebody coming to the barber shop saying that they got some Freak-Off tapes? You think niggas gonna buy them?
$25.
No, I got, and he just handed to you on a jump drive. I got them Freak-Off tapes, nigga. Let me show you. He gonna have to have a laptop with him, because you know, back when we was growing up, the niggas would come in with the tapes or the DVDs.
Right. That's how it's gonna be again.
He gonna have to come in with a jump drive and a little laptop or a little tablet or something. Like, you see that? You see all that baby oil? You see Usher right there, allegedly.
You don't want to see one of them. You don't want to see one of them Freak-Off drinks. You might see some shit that you don't want to see.
Nigga, please.
Shit.
If I watch one of them Freak-Off tapes, I would literally have some popcorn and play a game called Guess That Superstar.
Because there's some people on them tapes you see tossing ass up and getting their ass tossed up.
Nigga, you know how many YouTube shorts I would turn that into? I would like Diddy Freak-Off. I would have all of the genital parts blurred out.
You could never throw that shit on the. They'll shut the internet down before that shit come out.
Shit. All right.
Wait till that Frazzle Drip tape drop with allegedly HRC and
these nuts.
Her assistant with allegedly what they allegedly did to that young lady, allegedly. And allegedly.
Hey, you just used allegedly in like 4 different terms and didn't even say much. You said what they allegedly did, and allegedly. That's the word, bruh. That's the word of 2024.
No, the word of 2024 is
and baby oil.
Is Demore and what's the, oh my gosh.
Allegedly. Nigga.
No, it's another word. I might know it. I might have to hit you back with
it off the top of your head. Allegedly. Nigga.
So they allegedly
allegedly, word number 2 is pause. That's it.
They allegedly chopped this little girl face off, allegedly, while she was still alive.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And allegedly, Hillary, HRC, allegedly danced around singing like with the girl's face on her face.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Six times. Okay, let's get back to this video. All right. I'm sorry I interrupted you, Miss Pretty Lady. I'm sorry.
On the sale of one of the Diddy freak off tapes, but it features a very high profile celebrity. What can you tell us about that?
So actually, I recently was contacted by one of my business partners, who's also an attorney, who said to me, well, why are we not writing the demand letter to try to do the catch and kill? And I said, well, if you want to do it, then I'll connect you and you can essentially do it. He was also concerned about wanting to protect the other person who was in the film, mainly because I've known about this for about 3.5 weeks to about a month. I've been communicating with these people who purport to have that videotape. And it wasn't until Thursday night that they outright said, can you write on your letterhead a letter to the individual who's also in the tape and see if they're interested in a catch and kill? And is that something we'll give you X amount of percentage of it? And at the time I was like, I don't think I want to be involved in this, but I hadn't had time to process. But the other attorney I'm speaking of, he's pretty much been in the know the entire time since I first got contacted by these individuals with the tape. And we're pursuing now a meeting with the three of us for us to broker, I guess, a situation where we'll have certain guarantees that once we make the representations to the person in the tape, that we have some level of assurances that this is a valid tape.
And just to be clear, two thoughts about this. One, is it a household name that we're talking about here? And secondly, are they engaged in any criminality from what you understand?
Household name, very much so. More of a household name than Mr. Combs.
Wow,
and
really?
Criminality, they are engaged in pornography. They're not doing anything illegal per se. I can't say that well, I'll say this. My concern was that I could not verify the age of the individual. And so that was my concern about not having anything sent to me and viewing it in the way that I did via stills, via FaceTime video. So I didn't want to have anything in my phone because my issue is we can't determine if this person is 17 to 21.
Right. Fascinating. It's been reported there could be a class action with over 50 alleged victims of Diddy. It also feels like there could be a lot more than that. Do you think, when you look at this case now, that he's ever going to come out of prison?
I do not think Mr. Combs will get out. I was not surprised that he did not get bond. I was saying from the beginning that I was fairly certain, due to my experience in the legal field, that he would not be getting bond and that he would be there until his court case. I also feel as if having a trial would not be in his best interest, and I'll explain why. Everything that comes out in that criminal trial will be used by not only me, but every other civil litigator who has a civil case against Mr. Combs. Everything that the federal government proves beyond a reasonable doubt, because they have a higher criteria to meet than we do. It's the preponderance of the evidence in civil court. So if we have the federal government, if you will, doing all of our heavy lifting for us in a very public trial, all of the discovery that is done will be very valuable, invaluable almost, to every civil attorney who is working on a civil case, which I believe we're about at 14, 15, outside of the other attorney who recently said that he has 50 individuals. And I don't know if he actually has 50 people or if that's a shock value number. I'd be curious to see once that filing comes out. I haven't seen it. I do know other attorneys who have several individuals that they are in the process of filing a complaint for. I'm in the process of filing the complaint for another victim and fielding calls from other individuals who I may take on as clients. I've actually spoke to multiple individuals, but did not take on everybody as a client because I was unable to verify what it was that they were saying, not because I didn't believe them or believe that what they were saying to be true. And that's why I've also expressed at the beginning that Mrs. Wright needs to seek legal counsel, not only about things that she's saying, things that other people are saying that she's repeating, only because a lawyer will go and do a certain level of due diligence to make sure that there's a good faith basis that the claims being asserted are actually true. But I never thought that Mr. Combs would get bond. I do not feel it would be advantageous for him to take this to trial because it would only destroy, well, not destroy him financially, but also let's even pretend he were to get off everything, which I absolutely do not see him being victorious in a criminal trial. The feds have, I believe, like a 97 point something success rate. He's pretty much shooting blind in that situation. His attorney
said
is not
Victoria.
doing anything to help him either. And some of the public statements that he's been giving is actually turning public perception more negatively towards Mr. Combs. Not that I'm trying to help him at all in a legal sense. However, when we talk about criminal law, when we talk about the feds this is not a state case, this is a federal case. When we talk about their success rate, the federal government, especially the Southern District of New York, we're talking about people who aim to kill is the best way I can put it. They are successful. They are the leaders in the field. And anything that comes out, any discovery, any testimony, any depositions that come out will be used in his civil cases, which I don't think he's going to want, because that's all he's creating evidence for us to use. And to the point that, while I don't want to acknowledge Vlad, the point that he made earlier about being heavy-handed in terms of any settlement, I do agree to that, only because one of the charges and the main charges is a RICO. And a RICO carries a life sentence, not just a 25 or 40 year or whatever. It's a life sentence. And if we think about how RICO was created in New York to take down mafia bosses, mob bosses. And that's what Mr. Combs is. He's a mafia boss. He's a New York mafioso boss. And the RICO law was created to take down people like him. So if he were to take a plea deal, if only to save himself any potential liability in terms of things that could be used against him in civil court, I can't possibly see him taking less than 25 to 30 years in a plea bargain. However, if I was him, that would be the only option I would have and the only option I would take.
Absolutely fascinating analysis. Thank you very much indeed for joining me, Ariel Mitchell-Kidd. Appreciate it.
Did he did it?
What the fuck you just say?
I said did he did it?
He ain't going
nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
He can't be stopped now.
No. He just got stopped now because he in there for life. He ain't going nowhere, biatch. I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not celebrating that shit because, I mean, I'm not celebrating that shit because, you know, it's fucked up that, you know, you have the world at your fingertips and you choose to act like that. But maybe the reason why you had the world at your fingertips is because of that, is because of how you've been conducting yourself. Like it's nuts. Like, honestly, it's crazy. I'm not. So I mean, now what I am celebrating is if that's how that motherfucker acting, then fuck him. You know, seriously. I mean, I was more like I was definitely fuck him after the fucking after that goddamn video came out. Nah. Like you nah.
There's more coming. There's more coming.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit that will get on my fucking nerves.
Because a lot of these guys, we didn't want to think they were really monsters. We could accept they might have been a little rough, maybe abrasive, but not goddamn trafficking people. SA, like, what the hell? Who raised y'all people?
Yeah.
But the shit's crazy because in a lot of cases with this trafficking and other than God worship, these people be bred into this shit. They be born into these families.
Yeah. Now remember, I told you that Kwame refused to go on Vlad. He's had issues with Gilbert Arenas talking about him on Vlad. I just wanted to show you exactly what I was talking about.
look better than another
Kwame,
grown man.
I gave you my agent's number.
Man, you a
Now what?
weirdo, nigga. Every time you get off, all I'm saying is this. This is the long and short of it. You know Chill Gill. You the baddest motherfucker in the lane. You scored 60 points on Kobe. Why you keep talking about a bus?
When did I call you a bus?
I don't talk about that. I'm saying when they ask you a question about another man that asks you not to talk about me, because the way you're gonna frame your answer is nowhere like I'm gonna frame it. So I asked you nicely. Me and you wasn't beefing. Me and you wasn't talking. When I got into it with Jack and all them, you were left out the equation. Were you not?
Yes.
So then when they asked you a question about Kwame Brown, all I asked you to do was, fuck how nice you think you saying it, nigga. I don't agree with you. Giving a white boy my pick that I work for a nigga ain't that nice to me, motherfucker. And I got my right to have my opinion on that. Just like you have a right to say the dumb shit you said. But I asked you not to talk about me. I don't answer no Gilbert question. So why can't you go to that? Tell them white boys this. The next time y'all ask me a question about Kwame, I will not answer. And I guarantee they'll fire your bitch ass.
What was the question? What was the question, Kwame?
The only lane you got is answering questions about other men.
What was the question
They asked you about
that
Kwame. They asked you about Kyrie. They asked you about other black men. Why don't you answer no motherfucking questions about Aaron Rodgers, you dumbass nigga? Why don't you answer questions about Tom Brady? You are
my show. Stay on what we're talking about. Stop adding Tom Brady and all of that.
What gives Gilbert Arenas? What gives a gun-toting dumb son bitch that put guns in the locker room the credibility to talk about anybody? And why don't you answer questions about white boys, nigga? You can't get it through your fucking numbskull that I can't
actually watch my show. Have you actually watched my show with the kids?
Show ain't shit, nigga. You ain't got no show. That's that white boy show.
Okay,
white boy, nigga. And guess what? When you sign up for YouTube, dumbass boy, you can go sign up for YouTube. That's what they'll tell you on YouTube. This is a partnership. Guess what I can do every motherfucking day? I can leave my phone on Do Not Disturb and not get on YouTube. And guess what? Not nary some bitch from YouTube will call me and say I was late to work or I didn't show up, you dumb fucker.
Hey, who does your check, my man?
Man, I don't give a fuck about that. That's an outside contract, you dumb son of a bitch. That ain't no boss.
It's a lady.
Ooh. Okay.
Tell his ass
Let me go to regular speed on
this. On the shit he complaining about. I gave you my agent number. Now what is the next question?
I think he's coming back because he was asking you what's up with this beta stuff.
What beta stuff? What?
I think he was asking you, so what's up with this here beta stuff you talking? Like the beta male shit. I think he was.
Why he's ignoring the question? The question was.
Tell them white boys this. The next time y'all ask me a question about Kwame, I will not answer. And I guarantee they'll fire your bitch ass.
What was the question? What was the question, Kwame?
The only lane you got is answering questions about other men.
What was the question
they asked you about Kwame. They asked you about Kyrie. They asked you about other black men. Why don't you answer no motherfucking questions about Aaron Rodgers, you dumbass nigga? Why don't you answer questions about Tom Brady?
You are talking about my show. Stay on what we're talking about. Stop adding Tom Brady and all of that.
What gives Gilbert Arenas? What gives a gun-toting dumb son bitch that put guns in the locker room the credibility to talk about anybody? And why don't you answer questions about white boys, nigga? You can't get it through your fucking numbskull that I can't.
Have you actually watched my show, Kwame? Have you actually watched my show with the kids?
Show ain't shit, nigga. You ain't got no show. That's that white boy show.
Okay,
white boy,
I got it.
Nigga. And guess what? When you sign up for YouTube, dumbass boy, you can go sign up for YouTube. That's what they'll tell you on YouTube. This is a partnership. Guess what I can do every motherfucking day? I can leave my phone on Do Not Disturb and not get on YouTube. And guess what? Not nary some bitch from YouTube will call me and say I was late to work or I didn't show up, you dumb fucker.
Hey, who does your check, my man?
I don't give a fuck about that. That's an outside contract, you dumb son of a bitch. That ain't no boss. You get the white boy attacked somewhere else, nigga.
Why do you care? Listen. Why do you care?
Partnership,
what did I say about you?
Man, is why you can't stop talking about niggas, dog. You don't. They don't ask you nothing.
Like now, I know you don't watch.
So all
now
black guys you gonna talk about.
I have a sports show. We talk about sports. I don't talk bad about the players. I don't. Ben Simmons, I protect Ben Simmons. I kill the coach. I kill the general manager. That's what I do on my show, Kwame.
Like a white boy, nigga. I know how you
have I said anything bad about Kwame on the show? No, at all.
To me, you did.
I've never said anything bad about fucking Kwame. So why are you really mad?
I'm asking you.
Why do you need a beer? Put the beer down. Put the beer down. You don't need a beer. You don't need a beer every time you talk. All right? Put the beer down. We can have a conversation.
You know I'm grown, right?
You don't need a beer. You don't need to be a Kwame. Huh? Oh, you don't need to be.
That's another white boy tactic.
Yeah. You know, them two tripped me out. But yeah, that stemmed from a DJ Vlad interview with Gilbert Arenas. Look at you. You look shocked. You look like, what?
Kwame Brown.
No, Kwame Brown's not to be fucked with. I a lot of people that I fuck with who I have on the show don't necessarily agree with the things that Kwame Brown says, but I fuck with Kwame Brown because, I mean, you know, he keeps it 100. He keep it 100.
That's what people don't like.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a bust. Jordan needed him more than he needed Jordan.
No, I ain't gonna go that far, but I refuse to call a player who, when you're a bust, like, you're not a bust if you play in the NBA for 12 years. That's not a bust.
Can't be a bust. Not 12 years. Can't be a bust.
Not 12 years. You're a bust if you play in the league for 4 years or less, maybe 5 years or less.
That boy, and I say that Jordan needed him because he had to absorb all that anger and shit that Jordan had and that he couldn't play like he used to anymore.
Well, later on, I'm going to say this was about a year, maybe a year and a half later, Gilbert Arenas, did his own research. They actually were on a podcast where Gilbert Arenas apologized to Kwame Brown because he found out from a trainer who worked in the Wizards organization at that time period that Kwame Brown was intentionally not treated properly when he had injuries, that he was intentionally had incorrect training and incorrect therapy to keep him from recovering because simply Jordan never wanted him as a pick. The owner wanted him, but the majority owner wanted him, but Jordan didn't.
Damn.
So that Jordan, I'm serious. And Gilbert Arenas
fucked up.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas, I watched this about a year ago. Gilbert Arenas came on his podcast and apologized to him for it.
So Jordan purposely fucked that boy career up.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked that man body and life up. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga Jordan terrible.
And that's what Kwame Brown had been saying the whole time, but nobody wanted to believe him.
That's a terrible motherfucker.
Yeah, he said, bro, and like he literally, Kwame Brown, Gilbert Arenas came on there and said, "Yo, I can't even." He said, "Yo, I can't even fucking." He said, "I found out what I found out." He said, "Because I can't even I'm trying to find the shit." Let me see. Where you at, Rob? Yeah, this was he found out, yo. Like he found out and he apologized. And he came on there and he apologized to Kwame, and it was like, yo, I found out. He says, I found out that Jordan never wanted you. You weren't properly treated when you were hurt, and I'm sorry. This is the closest one that I could find, bro. Hold on. This is the closest one that I could find right here.
Right.
Gilbert.
Right. And
So Gilbert finally giving Kwame Brown his flowers and his apology. Gilbert. You've been owed this man an apology.
Shut the fuck up.
You knew Jordan didn't want this man.
And so you're correct. You're correct. 100% correct that Michael Jordan did not want you. 100%.
Gilbert, talk to me. Let's set up an interview. You been owed that. You ran the Wizards. You ran the Wizards. You knew everything. Ho?
He started purposely fucking with you. Purposely.
Gilbert, a hoe.
Handicapping who you were.
I appreciate you, though. You a good hoe right now. You a good hoe right now, Gilbert. Talk to him.
All right, bro, need to shut up. But could you hear what Gilbert was saying, though, Rob? He was saying how Michael Jordan purposely handicapped you. Purposely, you weren't. Let me see.
Broke it down to me to the point where I was like, damn, man.
Here we go.
Damn, I don't want to fuck with him no more because, like I told him, I said, damn, if I'm in that situation and Jordan's telling me, I'll get your ass fired, I'll trade you.
Gilbert finally telling the truth about Michael Jordan.
I don't want to be around him.
He would not want to be around him.
Broke it down to me to the point where
I don't want to hear that same nigga. But but basically that's the interview.
Right.
Gilbert.
That's the interview right there. Where I watched this when I was at work. I sat there and I watched that shit, and I was like, damn. Yeah, Michael Jordan sabotaged him. Allegedly. But yeah, Michael Jordan, people always had the jokes about Kwame Brown, and Kwame Brown said the whole time, he was like, this happened, that happened, and niggas, because everybody loves Jordan, and you give, he would always get the benefit of the doubt. But yeah. The truth is that my boy never got a fair shake. Any comments, sir? Your mic is muted, bro. Your mic is muted. I didn't do it.
You keep muting it.
I didn't mute it, bro. I was playing the fucking videos. How did I mute it? You see this shit? You all see this shit? I'm getting accused of doing shit. I'm sitting here literally. I didn't even have that window open. I had a whole nother window open when I'm playing the YouTube videos. And he said, you keep muting it. Come on, dog. He drinking too much of that adrenochrome. Oh, man. I'm going to tell him that shit when he bring his ass back on. He drinking too much of that A-word. There he is. Oh, yeah. Summer bitch. Bring your ass back on here, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Oh, now he want to be loading up. Yeah, how the hell you going to sit here and tell me that I'm muting you? See, look at you. You drinking too much of that A-chrome, nigga.
Whatever. I only had one little baby Heineken.
That shit had that gold juice in it, nigga. Anyway, bro, we about to roll out, bro. We about to roll out. But yeah, but no, I mean, as you see, Kwame was set up for failure, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
Hey, you just saw it for yourself. You just
he ain't let none of that stop him, though.
You just heard it for yourself. And you do know that Steven Jackson just recently apologized to him, right? Did you know that? Yeah, this was like last week. Because, they was beefing. They was beefing hard. They was beefing they've been beefing for years. Let me see. Where is it?
Stephen Jackson is also George Floyd.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay, here we go.
What's Lamar laughing at?
He's laughing at what I said. He was drinking that adrenochrome.
I see the shift. I definitely see the shift, man. We losing a lot of people right now, but I see the shift. You know, I seen Trick and Rick Ross squash their beef. I think that's beautiful, bro. Black men, you know, it's time for us to do what's not expected of us, right? And that touched me to see Rick Ross and Trick squash their beef because they are two big people in our culture. You know, they have a big name and a big influence. So I want to follow suit. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I even texted him before, but the only person I feel like I owe a public apology to is Kwame Brown, because that was my little brother. You know, we played together in the NBA on teams, and we was real cool. And the joke that we made a joke on, we was saying locker rooms all the time went a little too far, and he got tired of hearing it. And I had to look at it from his side. So I'm publicly apologizing to my little bro. And I think everybody should wake up and do that in men relationships.
I'm cold.
This was like last week. Yeah. Yeah, Lomar's laughing at me because I said, see, when you disconnected, I said, see, look at this nigga telling me I keep muting him. And I was on a whole nother window that had nothing to do with the StreamYard shit. I was on the YouTube window. I said, so I said, see, I said, he drinking too much of that Acron.
I ain't drinking no Acron.
Yeah, you drinking that 70-year-old ass juice for them cougars you be messing with. Yeah.
They can't afford a drink.
Can you find me one? Can you find me one that got some money? I want a sugar mama.
Go to church.
Oh no. Well, you know, no, going to church is great. I love going to church. But I don't want to go to church to find no sugar mama. That's just immoral. You know what? Maybe you could have said go to bingo or something. This nigga said go to church. Come on now. Them 70-year-old top boxes, find me one. This one that got some money.
They looking for motherfuckers that got money. Everybody looking for a good man.
Well, I am a good man.
They looking for money.
Well, look. Well, tell them they put me out on the corner. I can make them something.
You know what?
Tell them if they need a party DJ and I got them, I can make them some. I just need I need a sugar mama, something that I could pop maybe once a week. Something, you know what I'm saying? I could do my thing maybe like once a week, because that's all they'd be good for. Because trust me, ain't no 70-year-old sugar mama got my drive. I promise you.
You be surprised.
Mother shit. No.
I know some 50 and 60-year-old ladies that'll goddamn put it on your motherfucking
said
ass.
50 and 60. I said 70, motherfucker. Okay.
I know a couple of 70-year-old ladies that'll wear you out too.
No. I'm telling you right now, okay? Mine is a whole different breed. I'm telling you that right now.
I want a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar. What the hell?
You know what, Rob? That means your ass is out of the equation.
Shit.
Okay. I know. They're 25-year-olds who couldn't fuck with me. Okay, they're 25-year-olds who couldn't fuck, who couldn't stand up to the power. Okay. So I'm just saying, I just need me a little sugar mama, who I can just pop like once a week. You know what I'm saying? She don't break me off a little something. Well, what would niggas call me? What would I be, a sex worker? No. I wouldn't be technically hired by no, I wouldn't be no damn sex worker. I wouldn't be technically hired by nobody.
Yeah, you're gonna be a sex worker.
Well, it's fuck prostitution.
It then. Huh? It's called prostitution.
Well, fuck it then. You nigga, you should have saw me out on Broad Street back in the day, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Down there at VCU, nigga, please. What? I was in the middle of the fucking street. Am I lying, Leisha? I was in the middle of the fucking street. Had cars beeping at me and everything. So
Doing
like I
too
said,
goddamn much.
She said, don't remind me. Ha ha ha. Exactly. So that means what I'm saying is true. So that means all I need is a little, like, little sugar mama. Somebody who just want pleasure once a week. Hey, look, anything more than once a week is a plus for me. That's a plus for me. And then want to break me off a little something. No, you want this to pay your bills, baby. Here you go, baby. The only thing I ain't gonna do is go down low. I ain't going down low. No, I'm not going down low.
Oh shit. You fucked up.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind.
You fucked up in the game.
No, I gotta see it first. I just want to make sure ain't nothing gonna crawl on me, crawl on my face and shit. That's all.
Oh yeah, she gonna want that shit 8.
Yeah.
But if you know how to eat it right, you ain't gotta lick the whole thing. It's just a certain part.
Bruh, I'm an expert. Okay, nigga, I'm an expert, nigga. Okay, please. Yeah, cobwebs. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to have to be like
cobwebs.
Yeah, I don't want to have to be like. I don't want to have to be like that. Okay.
At least I'm surprised that you what cobweb.
First of all,
how she gonna talk about another woman like that? Cobwebs.
I said I'm talking about a woman who's about 35 years older than us. So, hello.
Some of them women that's 35 years older than us take good care of themselves. They should
bet you know. That's why I bet you know, nigga. You should have a pocket full of money.
Shit. But see, I'm not a whoremonger. I'm not
a whoremonger neither. I'm just trying to get some dough. I'm trying to use what I got to get what I want.
See, that's some low register shit. You can sell dick.
I'm trying to use what I got to get what I want. And all I want is just ease and paying my bills. I mean, it's not hard paying my bills, go to work. And I wouldn't stop moving the way I'm moving. But look, that's right. Make that money. Don't let it make you. That's right. The money wouldn't make me. All I'm saying is, and it's interesting, nasty motherfuckers out there in the chat, all of a sudden my viewers done went up since I started talking about needing a sugar mama and thought boxing. Now there are a bunch of motherfuckers watching. But all I'm just saying is,
Alicia, I got a poll. I got a stripper poll I'm gonna put up for you then.
Ooh.
Make the money, don't let it make you. All right, then.
All I'm saying is, if you watching and you a bit older than me, and your physicality life has become dull, I'm just looking for a sugar mama. Called friends with benefits.
Alicia, you fun size too. Want to go to a robber party?
That's all I'm saying. I'm looking for friends with benefits. I hope my grandmother's not watching this.
You done heard of a Diddy party? Have you heard of a robber party?
Honestly, I hope my grandmama's not watching this. If my grandmother's watching
you
this,
off the chain soliciting and shit.
No, please mute your computer right now. If my grandmother's watching this, that's all I'm gonna say. But I don't need no baby oil. Now, if you need baby oil,
you gonna need some lube with them older chicks.
And look, let chicks do what you gotta do. Look, I can just close my eyes and imagine that it's somebody else. As long as I'm getting the job done. That's all that matters.
I'm the only one to get the job done. I don't got a nigga that can cover for me.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean,
I don't want to go to neither one. I'm scared. Absolutely.
Alicia, you don't need to find a sugar daddy. Your sugar list daddy is right here in red, right here on the screen.
Be easy. You don't know what, but you got to be easy Be easy with the words you use, because I know some shit that everybody else don't know. Fuck around and pop up and be like, oh, damn.
You
So
see? You heard what he said, Alicia? He said, fuck around and pop up. Be like, oh, damn. I'm just saying.
I start running around this motherfucker like goddamn Daddy Warbucks.
Nobody knows who the fuck that is, nigga. But okay.
Fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Okay, some of us know who that is.
On some Donald Trump shit.
Okay, now you just lost everybody. Okay, all right.
We'll see.
All right. This nigga, instead of getting shot in the ear, he got shot in the penis. Okay, there we go. There we go.
My shit still work.
I wasn't even talking about you, you telling on yourself, motherfucker. Oh my goodness. But anyway, ladies, elderly ladies.
You chasing Social Security checks.
You ain't fucking lying, bro.
He admitted to it.
Hey,
you got to do something strange for a little piece of change.
That means I'm only coming to your crib at the first of the month. Like, hold on, let me see your chime account. All right, now you can pull them all the way off.
And you don't eat no cat, right? You want a 70-year-old woman? Shit.
If the 70-year-old woman looks 60 or 55, maybe I can fuck with her.
You get one of them church ladies.
Huh?
One of them church ladies.
Man, bro, I'm not going to church trying to recruit no butt. That's not why I go to church, bro.
Shit, they the ones that's got the damn money.
Not why I'm going to church, bro.
Look, you might not be looking for it. Goddamn.
That's why he got on Ray. That's why he got on Ray, because he's a fucking demon.
Sister Erlene sitting in them goddamn pews, ain't got no damn drawers on.
Erlene out of this, nigga. Leave Sister Erlene out of this.
Hell yeah.
First of all, who is Sister Erlene? That's one of your bitches. Ooh.
Sister Pam make a potato salad.
Hey, yo, one of my choir directors' name is Pam. Shut the fuck up. No. No.
I was just throwing names out there. I'm sorry.
No.
I was just throwing names out there.
I saw Sister Pam 2 weeks ago when I was DJing. No. No.
I was just guessing it.
Oh, damn it.
Right. Hey, look.
Now I gotta hope ain't nobody from St. Paul's watching this. Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord.
Them church ladies be freaky.
Jesus. Well, then maybe they need to look at you, nigga, because I'm not going to church trying to recruit, trying to build a roster.
Hell no, they don't want to goddamn look at me.
You know, a lot of people don't want to look at your ass.
They don't want to look me, but they don't want to look at me, but you can't overlook me. You can't get past me.
All right. Boy. This nigga right here. This boy, I tell you a priceless ass nigga. I'm gonna tell you are priceless, bro. You are priceless. You are priceless. 101. Yes, you are. 101. You are one of one. You are one of one. I tell you that. You know how 101 you are, nigga? This is how 101 you are. I ain't forgot. Come on now, let's freestyle about these cougars. Let's freestyle about these cougars. Yeah, let's freestyle about these cougars. Come on now, you got it.
No, because I'm not putting that out in the atmosphere. I'm not messing with no cougars.
You already have, bro. You the one that's messing with 70-year-old chicks, not me.
I did what I was supposed to do.
Okay, well, fine. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. If you got a walker, then I'm gonna come stalk you. Yeah. Penis on deck. Penis on wreck. Only if you get in your social security check. Yeah. Hey man, don't pay me no attention, man. Well, this 20 grand right here, man. Got me swerving right now.
I drank all that 20 grand during the week, little sips at a time.
I bet you did, nigga. I've been trying to get him to freestyle, and that's a gangsta ass beat that I just put on. And this nigga acting like a whole butthead, not wanting to fucking freestyle.
Nigga, it is 12:35. We've been on here for 3 hours.
Nigga?
I'm exhausted.
From what? You don't work, nigga. What are you exhausted from?
Nigga, I work more now. I work harder now that I don't have a job than I did when I did have a job. Hey, it's hard work smoking all this reefer all goddamn day. Who you think?
Yeah, go ahead, repeat yourself. Say that one more time, nigga. So
it's hard work smoking all this reefer every goddamn day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who you think I gotta go do activities to get the reefer.
The hardest work you doing is go get the weed, nigga.
Then I gotta go get the weed, come back.
The hardest work you do.
I gotta roll it.
Oh my God.
I got other shit that be going on.
No, he get the weed, roll the weed, and then think about how the Titanic is actually floating right now.
I gotta remember to do my own personal shit and not just smoke weed all day.
You just said it's hard for you smoking this reefer all day. Get your story straight.
It's both. So yes, occasionally I gotta put the blunt down and go and handle some business.
Alicia, you hear this?
And sometimes I take a blunt with me.
This nigga smoke weed all day. And
I'm not just special. I'm extraordinary.
Yeah. This nigga's Meek Mill special.
Oh hell no. Not Meek Mill. No, hell no. The goddamn
I promise you. I
damn.
promise.
What
all
the hell?
I'm talking about for the last 2 weeks is baby oil. If you even look at the fucking prediction league chat, all this nigga talks about is baby oil. Baby oil and blunts.
It's another nigga. It's two other niggas that we know that fit that whole Meek Mill.
I don't know them niggas.
Huh?
I don't know them niggas. What you talking about?
Yeah, it is because we know a diddler, and they had somebody that was overgrown and they had tagging them, and they was cool to the boy girlfriend. Picked up his phone and went through the text messages and read and heard about how this diddler wanted her man to go and diddle him.
Wait a minute, what? I know this nigga?
Yeah. You know who it is. Flaming Diddler.
Flaming Diddler. Are you talking about thug ass nigga from the streets?
Yeah.
That nigga dead, bruh. What are you talking about?
No, This nigga not this
Oh Lord, you know what? Never mind. I know exactly who the fuck you talking about.
Thank you. And look, listen. So they had a nigga that was cutting them, right? It's a little play on words.
Let me tell you, Robert Chandler is way closer to this situation than me.
No, man.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers is diabolical, bruh. He's diabolical as a bitch.
Okay.
I mean, because again, you know, nobody really gives two fucks what the fuck you do.
That's real.
But
that's real shit.
It's all in how you do it. So
that's what I'm trying to tell to these sugar mamas. It's all about how I'm gonna do it.
when you start
La,
mixing,
la, 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 la. I'm sorry, go ahead.
when you start mixing your sex and sexuality with business deals, you're going down the wrong path.
Hey, he's confused too, Leisha. He confused too.
I'm not confused.
He is very confused.
No, I'm not confused. I just can't say names, duh. So that I'm making the statement. With you, when you confuse or intertwine your sexuality and sex with business deals, you're going down the wrong path.
He's very confused, Leisha.
I'm not confused.
He doesn't know what the fuck I mean,
I know what the fuck I'm saying. I said what I
I'm not
said.
saying you don't know what you're saying. Okay. You just said you can't name. Okay. All right.
I ain't say nobody names. But I said what I said. I don't have to name names. I'm a whole gangster. I can I can talk without talking.
Allegedly.
I beat 2 life sentences plus 40 years.
He beat off too, nigga.
I know something.
Well, I get you. That's true. That's true. You know, Leisha, he's very confused. Yeah, you too? You confused too?
I'm not confused.
He confused, man. But look, this is what he was supposed to rap to you.
Keep your windows and doors locked and your pistols to stay cocked. I know you're fearing for your safety, so do it and stay smart. Use the tool to gain your influence, so if you're not part of the plan, you'll get used to it. Leave you swimming in blood, drowning when in your own intestines. Mess around with me, and you won't even be found missing. Drag you behind 1,000 horses. Light you up in a pile of feces. I'm on some shit that you don't even want to see. This guy.
You through? I know. And you rapped about intestines and putting people in feces. What are you signing with Diddy, bro?
Ain't he a criminal? Who a criminal, Alicia? Keep your windows and doors locked and your pistols to stay cocked. Who is a criminal?
You, nigga.
I'm no criminal. That's
you just
absurd.
Said you an old gangster. This nigga gonna try to use big words. He gonna say that's absurd.
I'm a classic man.
Yeah. Never mind. Let me shut the fuck up. Be quiet.
I can't be no criminal.
Be quiet, man.
I'm far from a mere criminal.
You hear this retarded son of a bitch right now?
A criminal. That's insulting.
Okay. Brandon, be quiet. You hear this little retarded son of a bitch right here.
I'm a gangster of a different order.
No fucking gangster. Shut up.
Gangster, you don't have to be no running no street to be no gangster. That's people problem.
I'm sorry, sir. Forgive me. I shouldn't have called you a gangster.
You just said you beat 2 life sentences. Yes, Alicia. 2 life sentences plus 40 years. I was supposed to be under the jail.
Instead, he's under a 70-year-old.
No, I'm not under no 70-year-old. I ain't being henpecked no more.
That's what you call it?
I stopped. Yeah, that's what it's called. And I stopped reaching for low-lying fruit.
Okay. What about
Being
highlight?
That's why I'm single, so I can attract something that'll come along.
And why did you stop? Why did you stop your sentence? You said that's why you're single, because
you scared to know what I did. I was accused of doing something. Obviously, they didn't have the evidence, because if I had been found guilty, I'd be in jail. They had no evidence.
Hold up, this shit getting real.
And I'm a nice guy.
That ain't the question that Rob want to know. The only thing Rob want to know is, do you Do you go by the rules of pre and post date expenses?
Who? Hell no.
I know. I'm not even talking to you.
That ain't what I want to know.
Yeah, you do. Don't let this nigga lie to you.
Pre and post days expenses. I only did that shit one time, and then I lived with the woman.
Wait a minute. You actually did pre and post date expenses?
Yeah, but the benefits I got behind that, I can't even discuss.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's why I can't even write no book. Well, I could write a book. I'd have to use my pseudonym and then change the names to protect the innocent.
Hold up. We got some more exclusive. We got some more exclusive rap, people. We got some more exclusive rap. Listen to him. MC Stutter. We got him.
Half y'all pussy niggas want to spin the block. I just burn the block down. I will not stop. I'm coming for your moms and your pops. I'm blowing up the spot. Mix your ass up like some Kool-Aid and some Pop Rocks. Blow 9 shots through all your windows. Niggas wanna fuck around. You feel the crescendo. Hurricane coming. Niggas won't stop. You better get your keys and put them in your Dodge. I took the engine and the transmission. I took the engine and the transmission. Your shit won't start. I roll up. That's the automatic start.
You gotta go back and listen to. She said, I took
I guess I'm trying to make it make like this a whole freestyle. Like I'm trying to make it make sense for real.
Hey, niggas are saying, get him in the booth now, son. Get him in the booth now. This on the YouTube chat. Get him in the booth now, son. Where's my snare?
Hey, why you bullshitting? I am for real about to get an 808 machine.
Oh shit. Maybe
I'll just make my own beats.
They shouldn't do that. Oh shit. Oh man, boy, I'm ready to throw an all day, all night instrumental on for you, boy. You know what I'm saying?
I can do my own beats and get my own SoundCloud.
Oh man, I ain't used my SoundCloud in a couple years.
But I ain't been in over for shit.
Huh?
If somebody else we know personally got a SoundCloud and they blowing up,
I still don't know what the fuck you was talking about. Who do we know personally that's
oh
blowing
my
up
god,
SoundCloud?
we know somebody that's got a SoundCloud.
I know a few people that's got a SoundCloud.
But you and I know a person that has a SoundCloud.
I got a SoundCloud, and I ain't been in over for nobody. I'm just saying, it's real shit.
I'm saying, like, Soulja Boy came up, other people that came up, I can get a SoundCloud.
Yeah, I mean, Diddy in jail now. You can rest easy.
The shit is open. Why pause?
Diddy in jail now. Rest easy, bro. Come on now, you rest easy. I'm gonna throw. Don't make me throw in one of these instrumentals for you, bro. Because I still make some sick ass. Nobody's trying to see your old ass dance, nigga. Ain't nobody trying to see your ass 2-step and trip.
All I gotta have is 2 steps. All I got is 2 steps. It's all right.
All you need is one mic, huh?
2 steps, 1 mic.
What's up, y'all? Should I put on a beat for him? Like, should I go upstairs and get in the lab and put on a fucking beat for this man, y'all? Should I do that there? I do it. I can do it. I shouldn't say Monica. Oh, see, Alicia said she's sad. She gave the sad face emoji. See, Alicia said Monica freestyle tonight, nigga. Who would win in the fight? Definitely Monica. She from Atlanta and she a hood chick.
Hell no, Remy Ma will body the hell.
To each his own. That's all I'm gonna say. Rob, Alicia got the sad face, bro. She waiting to hear you spit some of that fire.
All right,
come on, dog.
All right, this now this gonna be a real freestyle. Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna mute my microphone.
Hold on, I got it. Just calm down, calm down. Keep your windows and doors locked and your pistols to stay cocked. Keep your windows and doors locked and your pistols to stay cocked. I know you're fearing for your safety, so do it and stay smart. I'll use the tool to gain your influence, so if you're not part of the plan, you'll get used to it. I'll leave you swimming in blood, drowning when you, in your own intestines. Mess around with me, and you won't even be found missing. Drag you behind 1,000 horses, light you up in the pile of feces. I'm on some shit you don't even want to see.
You through? I said rap for a female, and you rapped about intestines and putting people in feces. When you signing with Diddy, bro?
I'm not signing with no damn Diddy. Diddy will fuck around and goddamn try to poison me.
He'll fuck around, all right.
Shit. And goddamn, I'll turn into Eminem on that motherfucker. I have everybody in that motherfucker in the front lean and rest some goddamn baby oil. What?
I told you he was talking about baby oil. He may have been talking about baby oil way too much. You just said. You might say, "Yeah, that shit was gangster, daddy." Yeah,
I would have folded
that gangster, daddy.
I would have folded that nigga up.
Oh, that's what he would have wanted.
I would have balled that motherfucker up. And goddamn, and picked his phone up and called up Clyde Davis and say, "Look, this is what we gonna do, my nigga. This what we gonna do, and this what we ain't gonna do. And you keep this simp ass motherfucker on a leash, or I'm gonna keep him on the leash."
Hey, that's not a real gangster, daddy. That's not a real gangster. You and them glasses sounded real gangster, daddy. Yeah, that sounded.
And Diddy my side. That nigga my side. I'd have headbutt his ass. I'd have balled that motherfucker up. Wait.
Let me ask you something, bro. Do you realize the shit that you be saying when you be high?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed. That's okay.
I'm not rapping tight. It's a good thing I've been going to mental health. I'm working on it.
Yeah, man. And we all rooting for you, bro. We all praying for you, bro.
That's why I can't rap and freestyle about violence and shit.
Nigga ain't asking you to rap and freestyle about violence. If you want to rap about something positive, do that shit.
I don't know how, damn it.
Think about your happy place. Think about your happy place. Think about the freedom you feel think about the freedom you feel of just, think about it, bro. You know, you're not working, you're getting Social Security, you're free. You're free.
Exactly.
The most work, exactly. Rap about that, bro. Rap about that.
I don't need everybody to know that I'm getting Social Security. I can just chill in the cut and be all right.
Okay. I'm just saying, bro.
The words will come to me.
Okay. Well, anyway. Damn. It is almost 1:00 in the morning.
And we've been on here for 3 hours and 23 minutes.
We've been on here for 3 hours and 23 minutes. And I am going to call it a night.
Yes.
I'm going to call it a night or a morning, whatever. I'm going to get up and take my kids to the YMCA so we can get good exercise in, maybe go swimming, Then I'm chilling. And Sunday, y'all know it's football, bro. Football, you feel me? Do some cooking, football. But anyway, this was a great show. Power recap. Season finale did not disappoint. It was more it was more strategic than it was action, but the action didn't disappoint. But for Robert Chandler, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. Don't forget to come hit us up on Sports Plus Life post-game show Sunday at 7:45, where we will go over week 5 of this NFL season. It's already started, again, with the Atlanta Falcons defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And don't forget, y'all, next month on November 15th, which is a Friday, not a Saturday, Iron Mike Tyson comes back to the ring to fight Jake Paul.
Allegedly.
But if that fight goes down, y'all know where to come. Y'all know where to be at to see that bitch. Feel me? All right, I got you, Leash. So, you guys have a great rest of your morning. It's your boy, Brandon Brave on Town, Sports Plus Life. We out this bitch. Peace. Love you. And we will see you on Sunday.